All right, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the night, a very special night. Our return to YouTube, of course, with the Monday Night Raw Watch Along. It's an exciting night. You know, we've got a pretty stacked show. We've got AJ back on YouTube. We've got the family back on YouTube. So it's great to be here. Of course, let's not forget, we are here with a brand new studio. So things have definitely changed and upgraded and improved. It's great to see all of you. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see what tonight's Raw has in store for us. I can already see in the chat. We got Ritu, we got Gary, we got Ricky. Good to see everybody. Ritu says, AJ, see you soon. Ricky says, hello. Gary says, cannot wait to be on the show tonight. It's great to see you, my brother Gary. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are about to start the craziness that should be Monday Night Raw. We're watching it live tonight. It's July 24th. We've got a lot in store. We're like 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, so the build, the anticipation is sky high. And my brother Nautic, I can tell. I mean, you can probably tell, brother the Nautic. You can see a few changes in me right now. Got the suit, got the watch. Yeah, got the glasses. You probably see a little bit of change. So I thank you, Nautic, for the feedback once again. Good to see you. I miss my hydrate. I know you do. But I also know you miss the sunglasses. That's why the sunglasses made the return, and they're here. Let's see how the show is going to be here tonight, guys. I mean, I've got hope. I've got a hope that it's going to be a good show, and it better be a good show. You know, you don't wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning for not a good show. You want a good show every single morning. That's right. And thank you, my brother Andrew. Thank you. You know, the studio, of course, is lit for the night. I'm very excited. I'm all prepared for a great show. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one. But yes, the studio's ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Once again, we are about to begin the watch along. The show is about to go on the air right now. Let's hope that it's going to be a good one. We got Tony in the house. My brother Tony, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the show is just about to begin. Until then, it's a party. It's a party when all of you join. It's always a party right here. Good to see you, Tony. Welcome, welcome. True in the house. I like that, my brother True. Welcome. That's right. I hope you all doing well. Happy Monday night once again, and thank you for joining me right here. You know, I'm just trying to testing the waters. How does YouTube compare to Twitch? Of course, you know, I miss the YouTube family, miss Tony. So it's great to see you. Andrew says, yeah, you look so much better with that jacket. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you. So the jacket is not going off. It's staying on, yeah, it's staying on. All right, with that being said, guys, the show is about to begin. Raw is about to start. This one better be good. Let's go. Mr. Singh, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we get the ribbon entrance. That's right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, we're starting off with the Judgment Day. I like that. Starting off with some Judgment Day stuff. That's nice. I know exactly what time it is. It is time to lit this whole place up in purple. It's Judgment Day time, after all, guys. Let's go all purple for these guys. That's right, Gary, my brother, welcome. I know, Tony says this is the House of Purple, mine is Dom. It's great that we don't have Dominic here, right? What a blessing, what a time to be alive. Judgment Day without Dominic is great. There you go. They're confident. Rhea Ripley confident, for sure. Oh, the man of the moment. I guess we're going to be celebrating this guy, Dominic here tonight, and that makes me sick. Come on. Yeah, you can't tell me that we're going to be starting off the show with a celebration for Dominic Mysterio. That is a ridiculous way to start off the show, is it not? And Andrew says, of course, it's Judgment Day. The guys who run Monday Night Raw every single week, the Judgment Day also kicking off the show here tonight. And Tony says, last week was a huge shock. Dominic is in the... I know. Yeah, the fans were shocked, disappointed, enraged that Dominic is the guy, the chosen one that nobody expected to be the chosen one. Dominic is now the North American champion. People thought it was going to be a showcase match where a main roster star would be brought in only for the sake of, you know, the PR, only for the sake of the ratings. But no, this guy, Dominic, is indeed champion. It's crazy. Ricky, once again, welcome, my brother. And that's right. Once again, great to see you, Ricky. Hope you're doing well. And we're just taking a look at whatever transpired last Tuesday on NXT, when Dominic stole that NXT North American title. My brother Andy in the house. Great to see you, Andy. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. We're all in purple colors right now because the Judgment Day is kicking off the show. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow, Dirty Dominic Mysterio being introduced by the Judgment Day. We're celebrating Dominic Mysterio here tonight for some reason. I know. Reasons even unknown to me. But Rhea Ripley is so in love with Dominic Mysterio that it's cringy, it's crazy. Rhea Ripley in a recent interview also said that she plans on getting a tattoo of the name Dominic across her heart. She wants to get the tattoo across her chest, across her heart, and that is how much she admires and respects and loves Dirty Dominic. It's true. She said it. That's right. Dominic was Raw and NXT and SmackDown. That's right. Dominic basically made history last night for being the first person ever to main event Raw, main event NXT, and main event SmackDown all in the same week. Nobody else has done it in the same week except for Dirty Dominic, and it's quite an accomplishment if you ask me. So Dominic Mysterio, he knows what he's doing. He absolutely, without a doubt, knows what he is doing. So good for him. Absolutely. Great stuff. And here we are. Dirty Dominic is showing off as he stands in the center of the ring here. Once again, Ricky, Andy, good to see all of you. Ricky keeps mentioning Andy every single time. We're live on Twitch. Andy, it is truly great to see you. Also, Tony, the guys who are not on Twitch, on YouTube, the YouTube family. It's great to be with all of you. And here we are, Dominic standing in the Ring of Champions. You got Damian, the Money in the Bank winner. You got Rhea Ripley, the champion. Dominic, the champion. Finn Balor, a future champion, perhaps. So we've got a ring of hopefuls and a ring of champions right here. I'm sure Buddy Matthews will enjoy that. You know it. I mean, can you imagine every single night or, every other night, Buddy Matthews on top of Rhea and just staring at the tattoo? It would be terrible. Bro, man, it's good to see you, my brother. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, bro, man. Welcome. We are watching Monday Night Raw. We are watching the celebration of Dominic as the NXT North American champion right now. Hope you're doing well, bro, man. Welcome. AJ, what do you think of Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville tag team? I think it's sweet. I like what, at least these two have some charisma, some character. They've got something going on, in there. I like them as a tag team because they've got a lot of kayfabe in there, and I like kayfabe. So I support Chelsea and Sonya as tag team champions. They're very annoying, but at least kayfabe is alive. Let me know, Andy, if you like them as the tag team champions. But here we are, Dominic. Oh my goodness. Wow, the fans are on their feet right here. Okay, so this is how business is going to be picking up. We've got Kevin Owens coming out now. Okay. Kevin Owens on his way out along with Sami Zayn. It's sweet. Right. Of course, we got KO right here. Kevin Owens over here. We got Victor in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Victor says, AJ, how's everything going? I'm just celebrating my 52nd birthday. My brother Victor, a very happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. It is great to see you. Great to be back here on YouTube watching Raw. Hope you had a great birthday, had a delicious cake, and a great time with your family and friends, Victor. It is great to see you. Once again, have happy birthday. And here we are. Oh my goodness. He's angry again. Well, he's stating the truth, is he not? Nobody cares what Dominic has to say, and it's true for every single fan across the globe. Kevin Owens right now, he might be angry, but he's speaking for everybody. And let's see, AJ, this week, my birthday, David. David also had his birthday, and wow, that's awesome. That's great. Happy birthday to David as well in advance, Ricky. That's beautiful. We got Mustafa here. Good to see you, my brother Mustafa. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And Andy says, I'm glad Sonya finally wears gold. I'm with you. I'm also happy to see her shining. I don't know how long is she going to be wearing that gold for, but it's good to see Sonya Deville in the spotlight. It's great to see that. No doubt about that, brother. And here we are. Uh-oh. Sami Zayn is a man with a plan, so he has a solution to all of this. He's basically challenging Dominic Mysterio to a match, one-on-one match, Sami versus Dominic. I believe the main event of tonight's show. Okay. Wow. Quite a way to start of the show, I believe, right? I mean, so Sami Zayn basically challenged Dominic Mysterio to a one-on-one match for the NXT North American Championship. He's asked him to put that title on the line. Dominic never got to say anything because people don't let him talk, but Rhea Ripley, talking for her man, speaking for her man, says that Dominic says yes. So it's official, I believe. We already have our main event of the night. We got Sami Zayn, we got Dominic Mysterio for the NXT North American title live here tonight on Raw. That is going to be the main event. We got True says, I was only looking at Rhea. So I believe that recap must have helped you, True, to understand where we were in that show. But yeah, so the segment is over. True is only looking at Rhea, but a sweet segment. We've got the main event set already as we start off the show. Mommy said yes, says Ricky, and you know what happens. What Mommy says is what happens, brother. We got Tony says, I'm not watching Logan. Oh, that's right. We got Logan Fegan Prawn coming out here tonight. We've got a little contract signing as well. Of course, Rick, this guy, Seth Rollins, is going to be doing the contract signing with Finn Balor, so we're going to be seeing more of Judgment Day. We got Rhea Ripley, who's going to be fighting Liv Morgan, so we're going to see more of of Judgment Day. We got Dominic Mysterio in the main event, so we've got more of Judgment Day. We've got a lot of Judgment Day here tonight. I mean, we already saw one segment. We got at least 3 more coming up with 3 members. You know, each member gets one. And who knows, maybe Damian Priest also decides to get a match or a segment of his own, and we get 4 more segments with Judgment Day, and that is crazy. Judgment Day truly ruling Monday Night Raw, Liv versus Rhea, and a non-title match still to come, says Tony. That's right. I know True is smiling right now. Rhea Ripley is still gonna be on TV tonight. And Ricky says, me too, True. I was looking at Mommy Rhea as well. Big eyes from my brother Ricky. With that being said, guys, it is time for Becky Lynch to come out right here. That's right, Becky Lynch in the house, making her way out. The man is here. Wow, she's got, yep, the fans popping loud and proud. It's nice. Becky Lynch on her way out. Let's get the Becky Lynch Tron in the back. I love playing with the lights, love playing with the background. And you know, guys, all these years I've been playing with a lot with the green screen and the graphics because I love that level of interaction when it comes to what we're watching on the show. And to be able to do this in the studio with the TV, with the lights, it's such a blessing. It really is. It's great. Once again, Mustafa says, yes, mommy. All right, I can see that everybody here loves Rhea Ripley. I can see that. Okay, that's sweet. We got Run DMG, my brother in the house. Good to see you, Run DMG. Hope you're doing well. With that being said, guys, we are officially on the first commercial break of the night. About 15 minutes into the show, and we got our first commercial right here. It's always great seeing Rhea. Andy also jumping on board. Okay, last Saturday, Sky Blue lost to Taya Valkyrie in AEW Collision. AJ crowd was booing at Taya. You can imagine. You don't bury Taya on live TV and get away with it. I mean, people love, Sky Blue. People love Sky Blue. And if you're going to be the one to pin her, you're definitely going to get booed by the fans. It comes with the territory. Sky Blue right now is getting a lot of love from the fans, as she should. A lot of love indeed. And, it's, I believe it's just the start of the story. Sky Blue is going to be getting a lot of love from the fans. She's got all the boxes checked out for all the looks. She's got the skill sets. She's got all the thing, working out for her. So, of course, it's working out pretty well. Let's see. Andy says, AJ, your background looks like a side of Star Wars. Which side? I like that. That's a good comparison. My brother Andy, thanks for that. Once again, Ron DMG, great to see you this Saturday. MJF and Adam Cole are going to be at the AEW Collision this Saturday. So it's going to be a great, must-see episode of Collision. We're going to be watching it, and we're going to have fun. Of course, guys, don't forget, this Wednesday, AEW Dynamite. Also, we're going to be here live on YouTube. We're just trying out different shows, seeing how they do on YouTube compared to Twitch. So we're going to be on YouTube once again this Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Once again, guys, everybody joining us for the first time ever, welcome to Wrasslinews. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's right. And once again, great to see all of you over here. Let's see. Ricky says, what about NXT, AJ? So NXT, also a show. Let me know one thing. How many of you actually watch NXT Live? Because I know True said that he hasn't watched NXT Live in a long time. So how many of you guys actually watch NXT Live? Let me know. I know Ricky does. I know Andy, I think Andy watches NXT Live, right? Anybody else here who watches NXT Live, let me know. And if there's a substantial amount of people, we might actually do a watch along in the future. So let me know. We got True saying hardly. That's right. Not Tick raising his hands, my brother. Okay. What about NXT, AJ? Says Ricky. Yeah, that's right. This Sunday, Great American Bash. So all the pay-per-views, we're going to be watching it regardless if we do, weekly watch-alongs or not. So we got NXT Great American Bash coming up this weekend. We're going to be watching it for damn sure. We're going to be watching it live here on YouTube. My brother Ricky, absolutely. Guys, vote who will leave SummerSlam as the undisputed champion. Mustafa here with a question. Great question. And he says, who's going to be leaving SummerSlam with the undisputed title? Well, Is it going to be Roman Reigns? Is it going to be Jey Uso? What do you guys think? Who is going to be walking out champion? I feel it's still going to be Roman Reigns. To me, it's a no-brainer. Yes, it'll be an emotional match. It's the bloodline, brother versus brother, blood versus blood. All emotions are definitely breaking loose. Hell's breaking loose, but ultimately, the guy who's going to walk out of SummerSlam is going to be Roman Reigns. No doubt about it. I mean, he can go to any level, any extent. We remember last year, it was at SummerSlam itself when we saw all that. I don't even know, was it a tractor that was brought into play? And literally the guy, he flipped the entire ring. And that's the level that, things can go to in the main event of SummerSlam when it comes to the Undisputed title. But still, Roman Reigns will not surrender. He will still stay on. He will still fight on. And that's just Roman Reigns for you. He's not going to lose. He's not going to lose. We got Randy, and he says, I cannot believe WWE threw the North American title to trash by giving it to Dirty Dominic. I agree, literally. It's dirty, right? It's very, very dirty. I agree with that, Run DMG. Sky Blue should have been 1-2 in the final. I agree with that, absolutely. Sky Blue. And in respect for Sky Blue, I'm going to turn the whole thing blue right now. Yeah. We love blue. We love Sky Blue. So this for you, Sky Blue. That's right. And here we are, Zoey Stark on her way out along with Trish Stratus. It's ridiculous. I hate this. I really hate this so much because I remember very well. Last week, I believe Becky Lynch took off her mask and threw it away, did she not? But this week, Trish Stratus is once again coming here with her mask. It makes no sense. Why would you keep that mask on when you've got such a gorgeous face? Why do that? Why do that? It makes no sense to me, It makes no sense. But let's see what else do we have here. I record it all the time, all the wrestling shows. Says Andy, that's smart. That is smart. Roman 3 belts, says Run DMG. It's funny, Well, on paper, he's only got 1, but literally, he's got 3. So that is a funny thing, Run DMG. I wonder how long is that going to go on for? But here we are, Becky Lynch already just wreaking havoc and going after Zoey Stark, not making her night easy. Shoulder tackle, Zoey Stark goes down, going for the cover, and Zoey with a very early kick out. Tomorrow night, NXT Dana Brooke is going to be battling Cora Jade in a kendo stick match. That's crazy, Ricky. Now I know why you were asking me about NXT, because if it's such crazy matches are taking place, yeah, it's definitely worth it. Kendo stick match. It's gotta be fun for sure. And here we are. The man, by the way. Okay, sorry. I just had to laugh because this is making me laugh. In the left lower corner, the lower left corner of the screen, they showed you what hashtag was trending worldwide right now. And of course, that was the hashtag WWE Raw. But next to it, you saw the new Twitter logo that's an X. And that just made me laugh. What is this guy doing to Twitter? First, he added that subscription model. Then you cannot read tweets until you're signed up, and a lot more other stuff. And now he's going after the logo, after the bird. He replaced it with the X. And, it seems like the companies are very quick to adapt to the new logo as well. As we saw here on Raw, they already have the new X logo up there on TV. That's definitely interesting. I heard Sky Blue cannot even walk upstairs, says Run DMG. That's not good to hear. That is definitely not good to hear. I don't care, AJ. I love Trish with or without the mask. Trish is so hot, says Ricky. I see you, Ricky. That's pure love and passion right there. Piper Niven is rumored to be the muscle for Damage Control. Really? So Piper Niven might be joining the Damage Control. Is that right, Andy? That's crazy. Okay, I'm all in for it. I would like that. I mean, Piper Niven deserves a lot of spotlight, deserves a lot of recognition, TV time, but really hasn't had any. So if she gets to be the muscle of the Damage Control, especially at this point where every single member or almost every single member is already out with an injury or whatnot, I think this could be a blessing for Piper and also for Damage. It's like mutually beneficial relationship. So why not? Absolutely, I'm all in for it. I really am. Speaking of all in, so excited. Ricky says, RIP Twitter, Bird, hello X. Apparently, yeah. That's right. Tony says Zoey Stark is one drink short of becoming absolute Ricky's. That is funny. Yeah, I love Ricky Stark, Tony. And I love the fact. I love the fact. Oh, I'm sorry. The fact that you actually had in parentheses you had a Ricky Stark joke. That is funny. But yeah, thank you for the reference. I like that. We got Mustafa saying it seems to be Roman versus Rock will happen. So it seems like Rock's schedule is kind of opening up, and it could be a possibility, but I'm not hoping on it. I mean, I would like it. I would really enjoy it. I would love if Rock versus Roman finally happens, but I'm not going to be counting big on it because, I've really had my hopes high only to be disappointed. So this time around, I'll be okay with whatever we get. I think it's got to be Cody versus Roman Reigns. I don't think The Rock's going to come back, but if he does come back, I'm going to be happy. But I don't think we're going to get Roman versus Rock, at least not at WrestleMania 40. Doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. But let me know if you think that Rock versus Roman will eventually happen one day. And let's see, she's following after Vince's rules until Endeavor takes full control. I see, Andy, that makes sense. All right. At WrestleMania, says Mustafa. Let's see. I mean, I really don't have a lot of expectations, when it comes to Roman versus Rock. But let's see, guys. Let's see. And let's see. Ricky says Gable Stevenson is going to make his decision on NXT. What decision is he going to make, Ricky? What? Can I just say this once again? I've said this before. I will say it again. Gable Stevenson should have been saved for the main roster. He's a guy, especially after advertising him as a part of Raw and drafting him to Raw last year. Now having him on NXT I feel they're kind of blowing out the steam already. They should have had him, come up hot, straight on Raw, making his monstering debut and whatnot. But instead he went to NXT. Rey Mysterio, on the other hand, this guy was kept in the Performance Center. He was signed to a developmental contract. He was kept in the Performance Center for like 5 years or 4 years before he was eventually brought up to the main roster. For Gable, they kept him in developmental, I believe, for a year or two, and they just decided to move him up to the NXT. So I feel that was a mistake, but we shall see how it turns out to be. Let's see what else we have. Brian Pillman could be signed with WWE, according to rumors. I've heard about them as well. The dirt sheets were talking about the possibility that Brian apparently is now in the WWE, which is interesting. Let go from AEW, WWE now. I wonder, because he's not a star, right? He's not a big deal. Brian Pillman is not the most out there star. He's not the guy that's like must see. So I wonder where is he going to be placed on the roster? Are they going to pair him up with Cody as Cody's sidekick maybe or something else? I really wonder where does Brian Pillman fit here in the WWE roster, or is he going to be joining maybe Chase University, because I feel like he would fit right in with the Chase University. So I really wonder what's next for this guy, Brian Pillman Jr. Anyways, let's see. We got Andrew says, Chase you. I like that, Andrew. That's right. That's correct. Definitely could be leaving regular TV and move over to Peacock, says Andy. I don't know how that's going to be. Leaving regular TV only for the sake of streaming, I don't know if that's the right decision, because, honestly, if you're on regular TV, you're reaching the common man, you're reaching the non-fan, you're reaching everybody. Everybody's switching through the channels to stumble upon, your show, and maybe you're looking at a potential fan right there. If you go full-on streaming service, now that's a barrier. You're not going to be reaching that normal, regular audience anymore. So I don't know about that, Andy. I have not heard about that rumor yet. It's the first time that I'm, hearing about this rumor, Andy. But it's a crazy one to me. Let me know if you think that just moving over to streaming services is a good idea, because I feel it's not. You're just making yourself very exclusive to a set audience, and that's it. You're not really going to be out there for everybody else to consume your product. So I think that's a problem. But, those guys in the WWE headquarters probably know what they're doing. So that's that. Let's see. We got Tony says, Andy Smith, at least WWE is on the All Elite Network in the UK. That's right. That's right. They are on TNT Sport. That is correct, Tony. Yep. When Roman Reigns finally alone without family, will be time for All Judgment 2 to attack. Well, let's see, brother. Here we are. Zoey Stark, by the way, with the upper hand. She grabs Becky Lynch by the hair, pulls her up to her feet, was about to go for the kick to the gut. Becky Lynch with a counter out of nowhere, tosses her down, and Zoey in trouble. Becky Lynch running over to her with the clothesline. Zoey gets away on the apron, kick to the face, and Becky going down. Zoey now looking to climb the top turnbuckle, looking to fly, looking for the high dive. Becky Lynch coming in there, elbow strike, and Zoey is dazed as she's seated on the top turnbuckle. Tony says WWE made a deal with Warner Brothers Discovery for the UK market. Yep, that's right, they did. It's a great deal. I know the fans. A lot of fans love the deal, of course, with TNT and WWE. Basically, them having relationship with two of the biggest wrestling companies in the world at the same damn time. It's pretty cool. Ricky says, speaking of AEW, Warner Brothers is close to make AEW new TV deal for TNT. I mean, of course they would have, because they're very happy with AEW. AEW does very well on their TV, especially if you compare, to other channels, other content shows on their network. AEW does very, very well, and they're happy with the product. So it comes to me as no surprise, at least, that they're going to be renewing that deal. It's sweet. That's right. AJ, you think WWE is going to go to ESPN? Ricky, I mean, I don't think so. I really don't think it's going to go to ESPN. If it does, a lot of fans are going to cut a lot of snack on ESPN. They're going to be very unhappy with ESPN, and that's because you look at ESPN as a legit sports company, and if WWE goes over there, definitely ESPN is going to get a lot of hate for it. So I don't see it happening, but who knows? And here we are, Becky Lynch with the armbar on Zoey. Zoey in trouble. Yep. And of course, who is that? Oh dear. Was that Trish? Trish looking good over there, okay. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. ESPN losing a ton of money. Go woke, go broke, says Ron DMG. Is that right? Okay. I have no idea what's going on with ESPN and the controversy around them. ESPN used to be a big channel, over here. They had some great content. They had, cricket and a lot of other sports that people usually love over here. So ESPN, back in the day, back 10 years ago, used to be a very prestigious network that people always tuned into for all the latest sport. Nowadays, ESPN has really gone down over here, where people barely use ESPN anymore over here in this country. So things have changed for that network. But here we are, Trish not happy as Becky Lynch secures a victory over Zoey Stark. Trish is furious ringside, and I'll tell you this, she looks a lot better without the mask. Without the mask, she looks great, and she should keep it off for sure. Mustafa says, will Gunther lose a title? I don't see it happening either. I mean, Drew McIntyre, sure, he's come back, he's angry, he's fired up, he looks good, he wants Gunther on his title, it's all sweet and whatnot, but him losing the title, I don't know. I think this could be the farewell match for Drew McIntyre. I think this could be his last match, because before he's on his way out of the WWE, we still don't know if he's signed a new deal or not, right? Nobody has any idea if he's still going to be with the company or he's going to be joining AEW after this match. So who knows? I feel like this could be his farewell match. This could be his goodbye to the WWE. I think Gunther is going to send him away from the company for good. But that's right, Tony, the man wins indeed. WWE should not go to ESPN. I would rather have WWE remain with NBC Comcast. I agree with that, but here we are, taking a look at whatever happened last Monday with Cody Rhodes. Taking a little recap here. AEW Saturday show has been better than their first show, says Andy. I've heard about this as well from multiple people. They've told me that, AJ, you should check out Collision. Watch Collision, AJ. Collision is the show, the best show of the night. The best, I've been told by a few people, very surprisingly, who don't, regularly, they don't really praise AEW or Tony Khan. They don't like AEW, but they also told me that, AJ, Collision is the best wrestling show that I've seen in a decade. It is great. So, yeah, Collision is getting a lot of love from the fans, without a doubt. Andy says Disney is having fight with Florida government. ESPN was owned by Disney, so it's affecting several things. I see. Yeah, I know all about Disney and all the scandal around it. Thanks for the clarification, Andy. Yep, I know all about it. So, I believe Governor Santis, right? DeSantis. Yeah, I've heard about him. It seems like he's also running for president next year. So let's see. Yeah, it's a different situation, right? you've got two very different opinions clashing here. So let's see what's going to be happening at the end of the day. That would be sad if McIntyre has to go AEW to get paid, says Run DMG. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are talking about the possibility of McIntyre going away. And to be honest, McIntyre's time was in the pandemic era. Ever since then, he's only been going downhill. So who knows, maybe if he goes to AEW, his career is going to get reignited and he's going to be getting, that success, that level of success that he could never actually enjoy in the WWE. So this could be a blessing for McIntyre, but we shall wait and watch. No Republican can touch Trump, says Ron DMG. Well, let's see. I mean, this guy, DeSantis, comes off pretty strong. I mean, I'm looking at the whole thing as an outsider, and not to get very political over here, but I'm just looking at DeSantis, and I'm thinking that this guy, again, I'm looking at it as an outsider. I'm looking at it, maybe this guy can be a threat to Trump. Or maybe, if Trump did not have any other threat in the Republican Party, he now has one in the form of DeSantis. Again, not to get political, I'm not supporting anybody here, but just from the outsider's perspective, I think DeSantis has a chance. You know what they say, any man with two hands has a fighting chance, and DeSantis also has got two hands. So that's that. But here we are, Cody Rhodes here backstage, making his way out, it seems. Yep. Is that right? I did not know about that. That's crazy. Okay. Well, a guy like that should definitely not be president. A leader should be fearless, especially a leader of a free country like America. Should be fearless, should be bold, and should not be scared of taking anybody's name, especially, You're not talking about Lord Voldemort here, so definitely should not be scared or hesitant, of taking names. Absolutely not. So you're saying Fatu is... Andrew... Nautic, when did I say that Fatu is coming? I don't recall it saying that Fatu is coming. I never said that. How did that even, we're just literally, me and Ron DMG here, we're talking about DeSantis and Trump. How did Jacob Fatu come in here? Nautic. Okay, much love to you. But my best friend, who's like brother to me, but Nautic, my brother, I'll tell you what. This guy, Jacob Fatu, he will come. But where is he going to come? I can't say it, but he will make an impact. That's for sure. He is going to be the star. And next year around this time, everybody's going to be talking about, or is going to be used to Jacob Fatu. That's for sure. That's for certain. But let's see. Andy says, my best friend who's like a brother to me, his family is affected to what the Florida government has done. Really? Oh, I'm sorry about that, Andy. It's terrible. 1 week, but I understand. I understand. Let's see. I mean, when it comes to choosing the leader, hopefully the people of America choose the right one. I feel like a newscaster right now, talking about America and talking about the people of America and the presidents with the coat on and whatnot. Yeah. But hopefully they choose the right person. I'll be watching it on my phone since my cable and Wi-Fi will be disconnected tomorrow, says Tony. I see it, brother. I see it. Well, to be honest with you, cable is almost a thing of the past. I feel like people are going to be moving away from cable, or actually a lot of people have moved away from cable. I'll tell you what, in this studio, I don't have cable because I feel like you don't really need it. You don't need those wires. You don't need that subscription when everything now is available on the air. So for the masses, for the people who already know what they're going to be watching and they're so limited to it, maybe cable is history, and it's going to be history in the next few years, I feel. But let's see. Breaking news. Jacob Fatu is going to be joining Bloodline. So I never said that, Run DMG. Don't quote me on that. That's fake news. I never said that Jacob Fatu was going to be doing anything. So SummerSlam, I never said that. Don't quote me on that, Run DMG. Tony says, I'll return online next week. Well, I'll be waiting for you, my brother Tony. I'll be waiting for you. You take care. Oh, we got Andrew saying, gotta keep it about the wrestling. I like that. That's right. His come soon, AJ. Andrew, he wants to see Fud to come over to WWE. I don't know, Ricky. I never said WWE. I never said it. I never said any company. I just said that people are going to be talking about Fatu. That's it. We already are talking about Fatu, so that's that. But still on the commercial break right now. Yep. So far, we have seen about 37 minutes of show. You know, in the 37 minutes, we've saw the one Becky Lynch match, one segment from the Judgment Day. So far, it's been an okay start to the show. Not too crazy, not too big. It's just been okay. Let's take a look at what else do we have in store for tonight, according to the official preview for the show. Let's take a look at that real quick. So we're going to go right here. We're going to go to WWE.com. And one second. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm just trying to pull out the official preview for tonight. Here we are. Let's go. So, oh, the singer behind the theme is here ringside for Monday Night Raw. I hate that song, so I'm not gonna clap for him. But okay, let's see what else do we have here. We got, of course, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, who are going to be signing the contract. That, of course, is one of the big movements coming up yet. We got Logan Paul, who's going to be here as well. Logan Paul is going to be appearing on the show to confront Ricochet, so that's that. Becky Lynch, Zoey Stark is already done here. What else do we have here? Drew McIntyre standing face-to-face with the Intercontinental Champion Gunther. So that is yet to come. Tommaso Ciampa is looking to get retribution on Bronson Reed, still to come. So quite a few segments already announced. They are yet to come. But right now, it is time for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as he makes his entrance. Cody Rhodes is here. That's right. The pyro, the pop, all of that stuff. That's right, Run DMG. He is indeed a Hall of Famer. So AJ, I'm not the only one that heard Fat. I don't know how you guys are hearing things. I never said Fatu. The Calendar Twins will be training strictly for SmackDown, says Andy. I see, the Calendar Twins. I'll take a look at them. Let's see. Calendar Twins, let's take a look. Okay, are they TikTokers? I just looked up Calendar Twins. Yeah, they're TikTokers, it seems. It says on Wikipedia, Calendar Twins, or Haley Calendar, is an American social media personality. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I feel about this already. And former college basketball player. Okay, all right. NCAA Division Single 1. Oh, that's sweet. Hannah, her sister, also has a large social media following, and they share a TikTok account with millions of followers. In the last 2 seasons of their basketball career, they were leading figures in college sports, and they also signed the NIL deal with WWE and Boost Mobile. So basically, they are in an NIL deal with the WWE. So that's that. So they already have some sort of a contract with WWE, and they're going to be here. So the one scary part about their resume is the fact that they are TikTokers, but also the fact that they are basketball players is kind of promising because it means that they're athletic, at least, to say the least. But let's see how they're going to turn out to be. Here we are, Cody Rhodes with the microphone. And here we are. Wow. And Cody here wants to see everybody. He's keeping it real. He says, all right, the fans on TV, I'm going to turn my back on you because I want to look at the fans. I want to look at the people in the building. And a lot of times, or mostly, when wrestlers come out, they're facing the hard cam. But Cody Rhodes actually spinned around to take a look and to acknowledge the fans even sitting ringside. That's sweet. That is sweet. Tony D was at SmackDown and Wesley was on SmackDown too, says Ricky. I see. Cena wants WrestleMania in London. So Cena did that stuff only for, I believe, to get people hyped and whatnot. That whole segment was very, I mean, I was quite quite angry when that segment happened. It was a waste of time. He came out not announcing WrestleMania in London, just talking about how he's going to talk about the people in the back about having WrestleMania in London. That segment was a time waste and nothing else. Let's see. I don't think they're going to be announcing WrestleMania in London for at least 2-3 years. I don't think so. I think that segment solved or served two purposes. Number one, it bought them some time at the pay-per-view. Number two, I believe that was quite a response to All In, which is going to be taking place in a few days with 90,000 people hopefully sitting ringside or sitting, in the arena. I think that was a response to that. So I don't believe that they're actually going to have WrestleMania in London for at least 2 more years, but we shall see. We shall find out.
Yes, you want to know who wasn't impressed? My mother, Michelle Rollins. She wasn't impressed. You gotta remember, this is the same lady who watched Terry Funk throw fireballs at my dad's face. The same lady who down the street in Ybor City was drinking with Gordon Soley at the Columbia.
Look at that.
If anything, Brock Lesnar knew. My mother, she knew what I'm about to tell you. And that's Brock, you made a mistake.
Wow.
And the mistake wasn't beating me up in front of my loved ones, talking to me in front of my family. The mistake was you left me breathing.
There's no fury bigger than the mother's fury. You do not piss off a mother. You don't get a mother angry because you don't know what's going to be happening. What are you going to be what's going to be in store for you on the receiving end of things? So Brock Lesnar messed up, it seems.
I want to go to SummerSlam to embarrass you, Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
And I know there's a whole bunch of people backstage freaking out because I just said I'm going to embarrass Brock Lesnar. Oh, here he is. Cody's smoking the bear. He's smoking the bear. I'm slapping the bear across the face and saying, come and get.
Wow. All right, so Cody Rhodes angry. He says, I'm coming after you, Brock Lesnar. I'm coming after you. The fans popping, chanting, Cody, Cody, Cody. He's once again doing his magic on the mic. He's getting the job done. He's getting people absolutely into his promo. And he does it beautifully. Cody Rhodes coming out here, and the fans are absolutely going to be listening to every single word that he says. The polar opposite of Dominic. Nobody listens to Dominic or lets him talk. But Cody, when he's talking, people go silent and they get behind the guy. It's crazy. Crazy opposites here. Wow. David, welcome. A very happy birthday in advance to you. That's right, Ricky. We got birthday boy in here. Yep. Okay. So Cody says, I'm going to be ending this. I'm going to be putting an end to this chapter. Going to be putting an end to the story. And he looks pretty determined to do so as well. Cody Rhodes, the man of the hour, making his way out after a solid promo. The fans were totally into it. With that being said, we are now done with the first 45 minutes of the show. In the first 45 minutes of the show, a little recap. We've had 2 promos, that's 2 segments, and 1 match. Not the most impressive starts to Monday Night Raw here tonight. Quite a slow start. I feel that tonight's show, it's not going to be wrestling heavy, but instead it's going to be promo heavy is what I'm feeling. 2 promos in the first 45 minutes, and I think that's definitely, It kind of gives us a sign of things that are yet to come. Speaking of the YouTube guy, Andy in the chat says, I hope Ricochet beats up the YouTube guy. We're now getting a look at Logan Paul from 2 weeks ago because he wasn't here last week. So we're taking a look at what he said to Ricochet 2 weeks ago. That's right. We got... let's see what else do we have here. Andy says, was really nice and smart that Santos Escobar took special fan near the ring and asked why... he was upset and couldn't say to Santos I see. Oh, the fan asked Santos if they were looking for new members in the LWO. That is funny. That is sweet. Yeah. I mean, I always love hearing the stories of when fans and stars get to interact, get to share a moment, and stars actually giving back to the fans. It's such a special thing, and I always love hearing stories like these. And here we are, by the way, backstage with Ricochet. Let's see what he has to say.
Honestly, I'm happy. I'm thrilled that he actually accepted my invitation to come tonight, but I just don't get this dude, man. I don't understand. He can just show up late, come and go as he pleases, all because, what, he's a YouTube star? That's hilarious, but you can believe that when he actually does show up, there is some business that we're going to take care of. But until then, respectfully, Jackie, everything that I want to say to Logan, I'm going to say it to his face.
Oh. Is that Sami Zayn's music that I'm hearing right now? That's right, Sami Zayn on his way out. Early. Very early. I was not expecting... Oh my goodness, Sami Zayn is indeed here. I was not expecting for it to happen so early. Okay, I thought we had our main event in Dirty Dominic versus Sami Zayn. I had no idea that this match was going to be main eventing the first hour of the show. So Sami Zayn on his way out right here for his match against Dirty Dominic, and I am truly, I mean, what do I say? I'm truly surprised that this match is happening so early. I was expecting for it to be closing the show. Impressive. That's nice. And let's see, Andrew says, Cody is about the only wrestler that can pull off the suit look. Of course, you, AJ, as well. Thank you, my brother, Nautic. If it wasn't for you, I probably would still be wearing a t-shirt, so thanks, Nautic. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys are confused, I started wearing the t-shirt and Nautic said, AJ, you look so much better in the suit. Put on the damn suit, AJ. And I put on the damn suit. So, thank you, Nautic, thank you for that. Now, but is that the Prince Puma necklace? It seemed to me like the Black Panther necklace, right? That's what it seemed to me like. Pretty cool. Pretty cool catch over there, Andrew. Ricky says Sammy is here. Match is going to be starting now. That's right. Not now. After the commercial break. We have to wait. We have to go through a commercial break for the match to begin. Andy says, AJ, what do you think of Billy Gunn called it? What do you think was Billy Gunn called it a career? Well, if he calls it a career, if he's going to be retiring for good, I'll be happy with it. I feel like this guy has had a very storied career, a very long one. And if it wasn't for AEW, his career was already over. In AEW, he got to reignite his career and really show to the fans that he still got it. I mean, this guy can still hang in the ring a lot better than maybe a lot of the youngsters and a lot of the rookies. This guy, Billy Gunn, is impressive. And really, age does not affect him. Doesn't matter how old he gets, he's still going to be Billy Gunn. So if he's calling his career right now, more power to him, much love to him. And I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the last of him. He's going to come back. He can. He definitely can. He still got it. He still got it without a doubt, brother Andy. But let me know what you think about it. Dirty Dominic looked pathetic in the ring on SmackDown. Well, let's see how he's going to be tonight against Sami Zayn, the NXT North American Champion, versus Sami Zayn coming right up next. Yep. Let's see how this match is going to turn out to be, guys. So, so far tonight, we've seen... Just want to take a look at what else do we have coming up. So still to come is Seth Rollins and Finn Balor's contract signing. Logan Paul confronting Ricochet is yet to happen. We still have to see Drew McIntyre and Gunther face-to-face. Tommaso Ciampa, for some reason, is going to be seeking retribution against Bronson Reed. So four segments / matches still to come, and that's easily going to buy the next hour. So, yeah, even if you look at the 4 matches or segments that I just announced, out of them, 3 were segments, only 1 was an actual match. And that's what I'm talking about. Tonight's show is not really going to be wrestling heavy, it's going to be more promo heavy. Let's see, tonight, this is the second match that we're going to be watching right here. We got Lance, by the way, Lance in the house, and it's a party every time Lance is here. It's good to see you, Lance. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Lance says, AJ, what's up? Great to see you, Lance. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. The signing for the world title will close out the show, says Andy. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. It's interesting. Usually we see a contract signing or something like that in the go-home show. And then, they close the show with that signing, and the next time we see these wrestlers meeting each other is at the pay-per-view. But of course, we are still, a bit away from the actual pay-per-view. We still have at least one more show to come before we get to the pay-per-view. So it's interesting that we're getting a contract signing here tonight. Cause Saturday night, he left his boots in the ring, says Andy. I see. Well, let's see what's going to be happening, my brother Andy. Let's see. Dominic needs to take his belt, go back to NXT, and stay there for 2 years, says Gary. It's very interesting, by the way. Booker T mentioned, he was talking about this just last week, so the timing is very interesting. I wonder if Booker T actually got to know that Dominic was become the champion or something. But Booker T on his podcast said this last week that he's so grateful and he's so happy that Dominic was not sent to NXT because it would have been such a mistake. Booker T said that Dominic is so gifted, just so good. Sending him to NXT would have been just a waste. It would have been a waste of time and all that stuff, all the blah, blah, blah. Booker T basically, to summarize it all, he was happy that Dominic was not sent to NXT, and he said that he's main roster ready. He's better than his father in some aspects too, and whatnot. And, a few days later, Dominic becomes NXT champion, North American champion. So I wonder if Booker T knew about this all along. But yeah, Gary here says that he should go to NXT and stay there. The rules of engagement. I love how they do it, right? They actually show us, they actually display it that's still to come, like it's an actual segment that's going to be happening tonight. But then towards the end, they say, we're going to take a look back, which means we're going to take a look back at what happened on SmackDown. So that's that. Not a actual segment that's happening tonight. We're going to take a look back at what happened. We got Lance says, I'm good. Hope you've been well too. What have you been up to, AJ? My brother Lance, just been on Twitch, but here we are once again on YouTube here tonight. It's great to see you, Lance. As you can see, we've got a new studio. We've got new energy, new lights, new television, new mic, everything over here. So quite an upgrade from the last time that we met, Lance. Once again, great to see you. Andrew says, Gary, don't put NXT down like that. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. I thought Andrew was here trying to defend Dominic, but he says, don't put NXT down like that. He needs to go and sit in the corner. I was about to say that maybe he should go to GCW, but then again, you can't put GCW down like that either, right? So, or maybe you can. We want Into Share, says Run DMG. Oh my goodness. I think Into Share is like, my brother Ron DMG is the only guy who actually is thinking about Into Share. I don't even know if the WWE people backstage are talking about Into Share or if they care about Into Share. Into Share is a lucid dream that sometimes we see and sometimes we don't. I don't know what's going on with Into Share. The last time that we actually saw these guys, this was the promo that we saw the last time we saw Into Share, I believe. They were standing in the middle of, I don't know, a thunderstorm, or it was raining, or there was a lot of lighting, and Jinder Mahal, he was standing there with his Into Share boys, shirtless and everything. I don't know what they were doing over there, but they were cutting a sweet promo. Yeah, this is the last time that we saw them. It's interesting. As Dominic went to GCW, he'd come back all scarred. That's right. He would never come back. He would never make it out of GCW. Ritu Kaur, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. It's so good to have the YouTube family over here, says Ricky. Absolutely. What's your thoughts on Dominic winning the NXT title? I'm loving it, Lance. I'm loving Dominic doing what he's doing. He's making the needle move. I'm also loving the fact that the fans don't let him talk. It's great. I also hate listening to Dominic talk. I think that was one of the worst things about him. The guy cannot talk. He cannot cut promos. He cannot keep me engaged or entertained, for God's sake. And it's great that the fans do not let him talk. It's fantastic. It's great. So Dominic right now is being an annoying prick, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. I feel like it's all going to work out. Hopefully he's going to get better with time, and it's all going to work out. Let's see. All red looks so cool, says Ritu. Thank you for that. They got no angle for Into Share. Again, brother, with Into Share, I feel like if you're introducing characters like these, like the Into Share, it needs a proper introduction. You need to tell the people, why are they dressed like that? Why do they have, the face paint, or why are they wearing this particular outfit, or why what's the mission behind Indus-Sher? There should be a proper introduction to the characters. They were never introduced or reintroduced well. I mean, these guys have been on the roster before. They were taken away. They were brought back. Again, no proper introduction. So, of course, they're not going to go over. Of course, people are not going to talk about it. Indus-Sher right now is just muscle. That's it. There's no story behind Indus-Sher. It's ridiculous. It's the same story as the Ascension. Ascension came on here. They had a few Trons with the, I don't even know, the glitchy effects and whatnot. When Ascension came out, you saw the Illuminati triangles and some weird Egyptian symbols and whatnot that even the Ascension boys had no idea what they were, but they were there. And they were not introduced well. I mean, the people did not know what the symbols meant, why the symbols were shown on TV, what the Ascension were here for, what was the mission. None of that stuff. They were just brought on as a muscle. And of course, people did not care. They don't care about you if they don't know you. And that's it. So with Indus-Sher, they need to be introduced well, I feel. That's what I feel. Yeah, I agree. I think Dominic is funny and is cool with Rhea. His promo skills are rough, like you said. I agree with that. Now, his promo skills are bad. They're terrible. And definitely, really, I feel like the fans are doing the company a favor by not letting him talk. Because at least that kind of, gets him over. Because people know, hey, that's the guy who people will not let talk. They will not let him talk. Just watch. And yet Dominic has turned into some sort of a spectacle here on Raw because the people will not let him talk. And that's funny to see, right? Don't hate me, says Ricky. I love Dirty Dominic. He reminds me of young Eddie Guerrero. I would not hate you, Ricky, for that. Absolutely not. I agree. Of course, like father, like son. Lol, Ziggy Dice going to be a free agent. He's rumored to be joining MLW. Of course, I mean, you don't expect Ziggy Dice to go to like WWE, right? Or AEW. He's not that kind of a talent. Ziggy Dice, when he was in Impact Wrestling, we all know that he always stayed down in the dungeon doing whatever the heck that he used to do right there. And you don't expect a guy like that to go over to, WWE or AEW. Absolutely not. So MLW, I mean, I'm surprised that they're hiring him. But if they are, good for them. Good for them, I guess. That's right. I agree. Everybody said Dominic needs working on the mic. A lot more work on the mic. I agree with that. Dominic is trying so hard to be a Guerrero. Being a Guerrero is always is a way of life. Not anything Dominic is doing, says Andy. So Andy says, being a Guerrero is something that you have. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's not just, the way you talk or the way you walk. It's a life that you live. So Dominic has to work harder, says Andy. All right. Once again, guys, we are still on the commercial break. The first hour of the show is already done here. We are done with the first hour. Not too shabby. Dominic in the corner, getting beat up by Sami Zayn straight on the head over and over again. Dominic in trouble. Sami taking a step back and a kick to the gut. Dominic in trouble here. Sami once again climbing the second rope, the middle rope here, and with those punches to his head. It goes on and on. Ow. Oh, come on. Come on. Good. I guess thank God for Kevin Owens here with a save, taking out Damian Priest, knocking him off the apron. Yeah. No Finn Balor, by the way, here ringside, it seems, right? Finn Balor is not here. Oh, my goodness. The referee did not... Come on. So the referee did not see Damian Priest trying to attack Sami Zayn, but he did see Kevin Owens attacking Damian, knocking him off the apron here. And for no reason whatsoever, I guess purely based on suspicion, the referee also has ejected both Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest from the ringside. It's only got to be Dominic versus Sami Zayn, one-on-one right here for the title, and Dominic is not happy. He's clearly distracted. He's staring on, looking on his friends as they walk away to the back, and Sami Zayn taking advantage of the distraction. Body slam, going for the cover. It's a 1, it's a 2, and Dominic with a kick out. Ascension was bad as team. They were mistreated like many others, and Victor is a great friend of mine. Victor is a fantastic man. man. You know, what a kind guy Victor is. He's a great guy. He told me that sadly, after he was released, he actually went down a depression as well. He suffered, he went through some stuff. In a mentally, he was not in a very good place after he was let go from the company. He fought out the depression, he fought out that mental place, and now he's in a much better place. He's married, he's happy. But he did also tell me that they were not treated well in the WWE. He said pay-per-views would happen, and they would be booked on the pay-per-views as well, but he would see other people getting introduced to the fans, other stars getting video packages or being introduced by Byron Saxton and whatnot. He said, we were never actually interviewed by anybody backstage. We were never really given those video packages. Sure, before we appeared, they used to display those graphics and whatnot for us, but after we made our debut, we never got those packages. We never got those vignettes, and we were always upset about it. And he says that we were the longest reigning NXT tag team champions, but now the commentators and the guys backstage and everybody has been told not to acknowledge the fact that we were the longest reigning NXT tag team champions. Again, you don't know, and you would not know why would they treat Ascension like that. He said, we never had a fight backstage. We never rubbed anybody the wrong way. We were just workhorses. We obeyed everything that we were told, but still this treatment. I also wonder why this treatment to the Ascension. By the way, Dominic with a dropkick barely touched Sammy, but Sammy's down apparently, going for the cover. Sammy kicks out, but barely. Yeah, just as barely as Dominic touched him with that dropkick. Ziggler Dice is lucky he's performing in Bingo, and I agree. The guy is out of shape. The guy has no character. It's funny. Ziggler Dice is a funny guy. I got no love for Ziggler Dice. I mean, I've got no love for him, but good for him if he gets a contract with anybody at this point. Good for him, I believe. Andy says, exactly, Gary. He is hilarious in Impact. Him and Johnny Swinger is... I still remember all the dungeon stuff that he and Johnny Swinger did. I wonder how Johnny Swinger is feeling now that he's all alone. He's got nobody else to party with. He's not got no other man at least to be in the dungeon with. I wonder, how does he feel now? Crazy Matt says, Ricky. Ricky's a fan. And another dropkick here from Dominic straight to the gut of Sammy. Sammy down to a knee. Dominic grabs him, lifts him up to his feet here. And Viva la Raza. Dominic Mysterio is going to go for the big one, getting Sammy up. Sammy with a nice dodge and grabbing him from behind. He tries to lift up Dominic. Dominic not going to go up very easily with a series of elbow strikes here to the back of the head of Sammy. Sammy in trouble. He grabs Dominic by the pants, pulling him back. And Dominic with the Hurricanrana. Sami Zayn is down. He gets himself trapped in the middle rope, setting himself up for the 619. Dominic was gonna go for the 619. Sammy once again getting away, grabbing Dominic from behind, lifting him up. Very sloppy few movements over there in that exchange. That exchange was supposed to be flawless, was supposed to be smooth, but we saw some sloppiness over there. We saw some, imperfection over there. I believe that's the perfect word for this moment. Some imperfection, but that's okay. They covered up pretty well, and yeah, that was a nice, sweet exchange. Again, with time, it's gonna be more polished. It's gonna be more buttery, and and Dominic's only gonna get better. That was not butter smooth. It had a few botches. It had a few hiccups, but that's okay. They were able to manage it. WCAM probably wouldn't push the Ascension because of their physique. Probably, one guy too short, too skinny, the other guy looking like Johnny Bravo. That's probably could be the reason. But here we are, Sami Zayn once again grabbing Dominic from behind. Dominic with the kicks to Sami Zayn straight in the head. There you go. Drop kick to Sammy, and he goes down right there, straight on those ropes. He's gonna go for the 619 right here, and Sami Zayn goes down hard. Dominic goes for the cover, and Sami Zayn with the kick out again. The match still continues. Are you gonna be kidding me? This match is on fire without a doubt. Look at that. Definitely. And Sami Zayn still not giving up right here. David, once again, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Again, I know your birthday is coming up, David, so hope you're... you know what? When it's my birthday week, I'm excited all week. I'm telling everybody it's my birthday. I love birthdays, man. David, I hope you're enjoying yourself and you're ready for the Saturday. Anyways, here we are. Dominic with a punch to the head. One more time. Sami Zayn down to a knee. I really mean this. David Flair is better than Dominic, says Andy. Wow. That's a big one from Andy here. Now with Sammy with a few punches to the head of Dominic. Dominic with a kick to the gut. He gets Sami Zayn with a suplex. Sami Zayn down. There you go. Latino Heat. Vintage Eddie right here. Dominic, once again, trying so hard to be a Guerrero, just like Andy said. Dominic does it again. There you go. I love your commentary. I don't have Twitch, so I don't get to watch your stream for a while. My brother Lance, that's why I'm here now. Once again, great to see you, Lance. Hope you're doing well. I love having you here, and all my brothers. You know, you guys kind of bring a tear to my eye right now. I mean, Lance brought a tear to my eye with that lovely comment. Thank you, Lance. Really appreciate that. Ricky says, my birthday was back in February. You got sick that week, my brother Ricky. Sorry about that. Next year, February, we're going to party. We're going to party. But here we are. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Suplex straight on the turnbuckle. He sent Dominic back first into the turnbuckle, and Dominic is down. He's got to go for the Hilua kick. Sami Zayn setting it up pretty big. Oh my goodness, come on. And the Judgment Day distracting Sami Zayn as they attack Kevin Owens, bringing out the ramp. Dominic taking advantage, going for the cover, 1, 2, and 3, and he gets the victory. Come on, Dirty Dominic gets the job done again. Thanks to his Judgment Day boys and Rhea Ripley, of course. Come on. That is upsetting. That definitely, surely is upsetting. Dominic Mysterio is still, like it or not, but he is still your NXT North American champion. The Judgment Day is still going on pretty strong. We still have to see a lot more of the Judgment Day here tonight, by the way, because still to come, of course, we've got Rhea Ripley in action. Rhea Ripley is going to be fighting Liv Morgan, and on top of that, we got Finn Balor and Seth Rollins as the contract signing that'll be closing the show. So the Judgment Day, once again, are ruling Monday Night Raw. The first hour, the first segment of the night, we saw the Judgment Day, of course, also ending the first hour and kicking off the second hour with the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley's got to be here soon, and we're going to be closing the show once again with the Judgment Day. So the Judgment Day basically ruling the WWE at this point, and that's absolutely the truth. Have you been watching AEW? I've been watching AEW too, Lance. Absolutely. Yep. Guys, I've got to ask you this, since we're on topic of AEW right now. I've got to ask you because, you know, I've been seeing a lot of clash on social media when it comes to Blood and Guts. Different opinion. People have difference of opinion when it comes to Blood and Guts. Some people saying it was great, some comparing it to last year's and saying not so great. Let me know your honest opinions on Blood and Guts. How did you like the show? Did you find it entertaining, or do you feel like it was a step down from the Blood and Guts that we've seen in the past? Let me know if you liked it, guys. And here we are. You're very welcome. Ricky says, Andy, okay. All right. I like that. Ricky making birthday plans with David right here in the chat. I like that. Okay. Lance, I watched both, says Andy. That is sweet. That is sweet, brother. Andy, not discriminating between the two. That's nice. And here we are, guys, by the way, still on the commercial break. It's been a great night. I must say, it's great to be here with the family. That's right. I enjoyed it. I was missing True. I was about to text True. Where are you, brother? I miss you. And here he is. Good to see you, True. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. And David says you have to wait for Saturday, Ricky. I don't rule out Sizzler. I like that. Okay, birthday plans. Are we invited too, David, or is it just you two? Just the two of you. Let me know. Because I'm going to make my plans too. Collision is by far better than Dynamite, says Gary. Again, brother. Again, I've got to say, I've been hearing a lot about this. That Collision is better than Dynamite. A lot of people have been telling me that. And I kind of agree too. You know, just let's start off with the graphics. I like the graphics that they have for Collision a lot better than Dynamite graphics. I love the red, the yellow. It's kind of nostalgic, but also just very energetic. Also the fact that it takes place in the weekend, I believe, it gives it a nice feeling. I mean, you feel good when it's a weekend. And anything that you get in the weekend, you enjoy it. I enjoy it. So I feel like, yeah, all those factors combined, Collision just comes across as a fresher and happier show, at least to me. It's got the happy vibes all around it. That's right. I liked it last year's Blood and Guts better. It was entertaining, but it was messy. Definitely had star power. I agree. Last year, Blood and Guts went everywhere, right? I mean, we're not going to lie if we talk about how crazy and messy it really was. There was a lot of blood, a whole scramble inside the ring, but also on top of the structure. This time around, we only saw two people fighting on the top. They also fought there for like a few minutes, couple minutes before they went back down. So it wasn't as crazy, I agree with that, but wasn't bad either. It was a sweet blood and guts match. Of course, Moxley there, so that's that. But yeah, last year's was messier, was crazier. This year was crazy too, but I believe on a scale of 1 to 10, this year was an 8, last year was a 9, I believe. Let's see, Blood and Guts was completely embarrassing. Mess says Andy. AEW Saturday is way better than Dynamite, says Andy as well, so Andy agrees with that. Okay, all right. Andy Davis says, for now, just me and Ricky. Okay, David. I was about to... Oh, Gable Stevenson, wait a second. Oh.
Moments ago here on Monday Night Raw, the NXT North American Championship, Sami Zayn inserted the takedown dominance of Mysterio to win the title. Only for the intervention of the children takes place.
Wow. All right, Gable Stevenson right there. He's going to be here tomorrow night on NXT, and we're going to be hearing more from him, I believe. So that's that. Yep. Oh my goodness, Kevin Owens being checked by the officials backstage here. Does he have a separated shoulder? It sure does look like it, right? Well, we still don't know if he has a separated shoulder or not, but I feel like I do know what's going to be happening up next. We're going to taking a look at what happened this past Friday night on SmackDown. So we're going to take a look at a recap from Friday night. That's what's going to be happening here. You're very welcome, Ricky, says Andy. I like that. Yep. I like Collision better than Dynamite, says Lance. I think it's for everybody. Everybody here, I believe, all of us are on the same page when it comes to Collision being better than Dynamite. I agree with that as well. And here we are taking a look at whatever happened this past Friday night on SmackDown. Let's take a look at it. Wow. Roman Reigns told Jey Uso, you don't get me because you don't get it. You're just a soldier in this, man, a pawn in this game. So much for being a brother, I believe, right? I mean, come on. Julia Hart looked incredible Saturday night, says Andy. Okay, all right. I think I know now why you like Collision better, Andy. I already got my answer, the answer that I was looking for. What is it about Collision that Andy likes so much? Julia Hart. I'm kidding. Much love to you, my brother Andy, but here we are. Let's see.
This is my first rodeo. You think I have ran this business for almost a decade now? It's tribal combat now.
Wow. So Roman Reigns basically laying that garland on the title, signifying that whoever is champion gets to wear that garland, gets to be the tribal chief, right? So that's that. It's all about the title. It's all about the garland. Is Jey Uso going to walk out with the garland as the tribal chief, or is Roman Reigns going to be it? Of course, Jey Uso thinking that, okay, you know, it's gonna be all worth it, whatnot, but Solo Sikoa trying to attack him from behind before Roman Reigns stops him. But you don't get it. I mean, Roman Reigns could just be playing mind games over here. Let's see what all happens as Roman Reigns takes on Jey Uso SummerSlam. I'm loving, by the way, I think I cannot say it enough. I love the new graphics that they've used for SummerSlam this year. Usually, for decades, we've seen the whole same SummerSlam logo, similar logo. We've seen the same graphics, whatnot. This time around, they actually are giving it a whole new meaning to the show, to the pay-per-view. You've got the cars, you've got the muscle cars, whatnot. SummerSlam this year, it feels fresh, it feels new. And once again, backstage with Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Let me know if you do, alright? Listen, I lost last week. I was on you. So that kick to the face, we don't let it slide. This ain't charity.
I wonder.
Tonight, I got a settle thing from Big Bronson Reed. So I don't expect to see you out there. And if I do, then I know that we have a problem.
All right, so coming up next is going to be Ciampa versus Bronson Reed, and Ciampa wants Shinsuke Nakamura nowhere around him in this match. So we shall see what happens. He says, if you show up, it's going to be a problem between us. So let's see what's going to be happening as Ciampa and Bronson Reed is up next. That's right, the big brand Bronson Reed making his way out as we speak right now. That's right. So, once again, guys, much love to everybody. Thank you for being here. Sweet show so far. Not too shabby, not too bad. But the big brand Bronson Reed is on his way out here. Ricky says the only problem for Collision is that the time spot is not good for everybody on Saturday. I'll tell you what. And you know what? You hit absolutely. It's like the nail on the hammer, or the hammer on the nail, or whatever you call it. Whatever the phrase is. But I'll tell you what. I don't like the time for Collision either, because that's like Sunday morning for me. Can you believe it? Sunday morning, 5 a.m. is when Collision airs every single week. Sunday morning, I'm talking. I don't like it. Sunday morning is that one morning where you get to sleep in and you get to relax and you get to have a good time and just, have a beautiful, nice Sunday morning, or you wake up on, whenever you want and you do your things. It's great. And Tony Khan took that away from me with Collision. So I don't like it either. Sunday morning, it's not great. Waking up at 5 a.m. to watch men wrestling, it's not great. Okay. But anyways, the whole concept of Collision I enjoy, honestly, said Andy. I know Andy. Yep, that's right. I was just poking fun. Roman always makes me sleepy, says Andy. Jimmy gotta be returning, screws over his Wait a second. Now, this is one take that I actually never thought about, but Andy here surprising me as he says that Jimmy is going to return and he's going to be screwing over his brother Jay. Now, that's interesting. I never actually thought about it. I did not think about it at all. What do you guys think? Could Jimmy actually return to screw over Jay in his match against Roman Reigns? Because if that happens, wow, we're possibly going to get Jimmy versus Jay after that. Now, that is interesting. Ricky says that I can see that happening as well. Okay, well, let's see, brother. Let's see if that actually turns out to be true. It'll be interesting if it does happen, though. With that being said, guys, we are currently on a commercial break. So let me know, how do you like the show so far? It's been about an hour and 20 minutes since we've been watching it. So we've seen about 50% of the show so far. Let me know, how are you enjoying it thus far, guys? Because to me, I feel like it's been all right show. Not too shabby, not too bad. Again, more promo heavy, I feel, than wrestling, but we shall see. Still to come, of course, Bronson Reed versus the one and only Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa has told Shinsuke Nakamura not to be anywhere around the ring, otherwise they're going to have a problem, which I believe will happen because, we need more feuds going on. So Shinsuke Nakamura definitely showing up at this match. We're absolutely not going to be getting a clean finish to it. So we shall see. By the way, guys, did anybody get the time to catch the new trailer that they put out for the new Spider-Man game? Because holy crap, it looks great. They just put out a trailer for this new Spider-Man game coming up. That's going to be coming up, I believe, in October or September. And that trailer featured Venom. And, Venom is a guy that I've been wanting to play for ages, since I was a little kid. And we finally, hopefully, get to play as Venom or with Venom. So I'm very excited about this game. Behind me, you can see the trailer here that was actually, first revealed in the San Diego Comic-Con. Let's take a look at it, actually. This is the Spider-Man trailer that we're talking about, guys. Let's take a look.
Wait, he's not himself.
This was our dream.
Look at Venom, so good, right? Incredible. Man, I'm so excited about this game. I am like over the top excited about this game. It's gonna be great. All right, so let's see what else do we have here. Not get ages, says Ricky. Well, Ricky, you just saw it, my brother. Jimmy wants to be the tribal chief, says Andy. It seems like it. Seems like it. Well, let's see. Jimmy versus Jay. If it does happen, it'll be crazy. Can you imagine? By the way, it just hit me in the head right now. Can you imagine Roman Reigns versus Jimmy versus Jay versus Solo Sikoa? Fatal four-way match for the tribal, to determine the tribal chief. That will be crazy. I don't think it'll ever happen, but if it does happen, it'll be crazy. Wait a second.
Yes, Stella. We got a problem? Nope.
This is what I'm talking about, man. You guys walk around here all day picking on people. You know what I love to see? I love to see you try that.
Are we gonna get David Priest in action too? No. You've got to be kidding me.
That's not much of the way I look at those guys.
No way.
You'll receive your punishment.
If we get another, if we get another Judgment Day match here tonight, I swear. So, guys, we opened up the show with a Judgment Day segment, right? Then we got the Dominic Mysterio match. We are yet to get a Rhea Ripley match. We are yet to get that, of course, that Finn Balor segment. And on top of that, it seems to me that we might also get a Damian Priest match. So, all in all, we're gonna get 5 Judgment Day. 5 times the Judgment Day are going to be in the ring tonight. On top of that, we have had just one backstage segment here with the Judgment Day as well. So overall, 6 appearances from the Judgment Day here tonight on TV so far. Already scheduled to happen. It's crazy. Judgment Day rules Monday Night Raw. Truly does. Here's Ciampa. I know, that's right. Tony, my brother, Ciampa versus Shinsuke should be in the cage, says Andy. I would love that. They barely bring out the cages anymore in the WWE. I don't know why. I love cage matches. I love them, but they barely bring out cages anymore. It's ridiculous. Shotzi looked fabulous with her head. Yeah, of course, Shotzi doing it for a reason, for her sister to, support her in this fight against the illness. So we wish Shotzi all the best, and her sister, hopefully she retains quickly. God bless them, and they're a strong family, and it's hard to see people like Shotzi anymore. So it's great. I don't like Shotzi usually, but what she's doing for her sister is applaudable. I really respect her for that. Can we get a little wrestling with my Judgment Day, says Andrew, my brother. I mean, tonight we've seen one match featuring the Judgment Day. We could be getting 2 more, so that's that. But here we are, Tommaso Ciampa, angry, just takes his jacket and throws it on Bronson Reed right there. Bronson Reed not taking that disrespect easily, and he's going to go after Ciampa right here. Headbutt straight to Ciampa. Ciampa goes down. Bronson Reed once again with a blow to the back. Ciampa down again. Bronson Reed, look at the difference in the size of these two guys. You got one guy who's like the size of King Kong, and the other guy who's like half of Tarzan. It's not a good match right now. One more time, you've got Bronson Reed throwing over Ciampa through the second rope down to the ringside. I think that's a great comparison. King Kong, Tarzan, or half of Tarzan. I think that's a great comparison. Never thought about it. But who would win in a fight between King Kong and Tarzan? I believe it would be King Kong, right? Yeah, that's right. Come on, AJ. It's Jonah. I know, Andrew. I know. I'm sorry about that. I love calling him Jonah, too. That's his name. But I guess it's a WWE machine that plays with your head and makes you call the names that they want you to call them. So, Bronson Reed. Yeah, Jonah. That's right. Gary says, tonight's Raw is starting to look like lazy booking show. Brother, when they start off with a 15 minutes promo, it's mostly lazy booking to me. I mean, I feel so. Yeah. So let's see that. Let's see. Hopefully it's going to turn 360 and we're going to be seeing more stuff. But, based on the fact that we're going to be seeing Judgment Day 5-6 times on TV is lazy booking. You don't know what to do with the rest of the roster. So you're just going to be showing down the same stable down our throats over and over again the entire night. If I was sitting ringside only to see Judgment Day for the entire 3 hours, I would want my money back. Yeah. When I'm in the ring, when I'm there, in the arena to watch a show, I want to see variety. I want to see a whole plethora of stars coming out and performing, and I want to see all of that. But to see the same group of 3, 4 members over and over again, at one point I'll be exhausted. And I hope that the fans don't get exhausted, don't get fatigued of the Judgment Day, because you don't want to hit that level. You don't want the fans to experience that fatigue with you, because that's not going to help your career. But the way that they have been pushing Judgment Day and really, presenting them on TV so much, I'm afraid that the fans are very soon going to be fatigued. And you don't want the fans to be fatigued of you, but we shall see. Andrew says, Jonah looks so close to King Kong Bundy. I agree. Yeah, you talk about the hair or the beard. My goodness, actually, never thought about it, brother, but holy crap. Without the hair and the beard, he might as well look very, very close to him. You're right about that, Andrew. Never thought about that. Kind of blows my mind away. That's sweet. But here we are, by the way. We got Tommaso Ciampa with a massive headlock wrapped around this guy, Jonah. Jonah fading away, but slowly and but surely gets him back to his feet and tossing him down hard. Of course, Tommaso Ciampa down. Jonah once again trying to get back to his feet here. Former WWF wrestler King Kong Bundy was a great villain back in the 80s. Absolutely, yeah. Who doesn't know King Kong Bundy? I believe even the people who did not watch wrestling back in the day know the name King Kong Bundy, because he's left a massive impact in the industry. And you talk about referees who have made an impact and who have turned their careers 360. King Kong Bundy, just like you said, Andy, one of them. You talk about, some people who have done that. Not Brad Maddox, by the way. Let's keep him out of the equation. We're not going to be talking about Brad Maddox tonight or ever. Never are we going to talk about Brad Maddox. But yeah, some of the wrestlers have definitely, referees have made an impact in the industry, without a doubt. And let's see. Does anybody remember King Kong Bundy on Married with Children? That's interesting. I did not know that was a thing, but I'll have to look it up now, actually, that you've mentioned it, brother. King Kong Bundy. Wait a second. Married with Children. I had no idea that this happened. I see it now. Married with Children, episode number 216, guest star King Kong Bundy. I like that. You know what? Wait a second. So right now we're getting a commercial break, so I'm going to be playing this video. So King Kong Bundy apparently wasn't Married with Children a few years ago. Take a look at that. Yeah. King Kong Bundy indeed was on Married with Children, it seems. Well, thank you for letting us know about that, Gary. We'll definitely be taking a look at it later on. Okay. Let's see, Andy, I was a Bundy fan back in the day. I still am. It's hard not to like this guy. He comes across to me as a very likable guy. Overall, everything about him, he comes across as a likable guy outside of the ring. WWE has become WCW prior to door closing. Me too, Andrew says, Andy. It was a hilarious moment in WWF WrestleMania when King Kong Bundy squashed Lord like Brooke, the midget. Yep, brother. King Kong Bundy has given us some great moments back in the day. But anyways, guys, take a look at this segment on Married with Children featuring King Kong Bundy. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's available, to be viewed on YouTube. I'm not going to be playing the entire video because if I do, we're going to get copyrighted. So take a look at it later when you can. King Kong Bundy on Married with Children. I'll take a look at it for sure. Ricky once again says, R.I.P. Okay, Ricky wants to talk about Twitter. Ricky says, R.I.P. Twitter bird. Hello, X. Yep, Twitter bird is now gone. Now it's been replaced with the Twitter X symbol. And I read this report that if you go to x.com, it actually directs you to twitter.com. So we could be onto something here. this guy, Elon Musk, could be trying to actually rebrand Twitter as a whole and just rename it to X.com. Who knows? He could be trying to do that. So we could be looking at the future without Twitter and with just X. That's it. So we could be seeing the whole company being renamed to X. So let's see. I have a bird for Twitter, says Gary. And David also says, RP Twitter bird, Elon destroyed his platform, DX. Oh my goodness. Okay, that made me laugh. DX. I would have loved Elon so much if he would name it DX, right? It would be great. But of course, X it is. All right, and here we are, guys. Tommaso Ciampa once again back from the commercial break. Ciampa trying to get away from Bronson Reed. Elbow strike to the back of the head. First, Bronson pushes Ciampa over to the ropes and pulling him back here again. Body slam. Going for the cover. Ciampa kicking out. Is Paige. Wait a second. What does Ricky's comment say here? Yeah. Yeah, Ricky, those were some dark days of Paige's career, of her life, you know. Some dark days indeed. Bad decisions. And I feel like everybody makes bad decisions at some point in their life. If you talk about stars, athletes, performers, talk about Paige in general, the lady got a lot of success very early in her life. She was very young when she made it to the WWE. And, of course, she was loved by the fans. And she was on TV. She was popular. And she was living the life. And a lot of the people, when they live such a life very early in their life, you know, they have no control over it. They do things that they end up regretting later on, and we've seen that a lot of times. Paige was no exception. She made a mistake. She was exploited, you can say. And yeah, you just got to be glad that she's out of that mess now, right? That's it. And here we are, Ciampa running over to Bronson Reed, clothesline to Bronson in the corner. One more time he does it, and he's going to go for the third time, because third time is a charm. Bronson Reed was about to squash Ciampa. Ciampa with a nice dodge, and a spinning elbow strike straight to Bronson Reed, and he climbs his back. Holy crap! And he takes out Bronson, going for the cover. Bronson Reed with a kick out. The match continues. No, Page, Twitter, X. I don't know what you mean, Twitter, Ricky. I don't know what you mean right there. Do you mean like X is not a great letter to start a website with? Is that what you mean, Ricky? Okay. Alexa Bliss is to have her daughter sometime. Yes, right. Yep. They've announced it that she will be giving birth in December of this year. So it's great. Oh my goodness, Bronson Reed squashing Ciampa right there, just sitting on top of him. Ciampa still with the kick out. The match continues. Don't Google X. I see. Ricky says, do not Google X, says Ricky. Okay, we're not going to Google X, Ricky. You got it. But here we are. The match still continues. Bronson grabbing Ciampa by the arm, pulling him up to his feet right here. Oh, wait a second. No. Ciampa's not going to get dragged so easily. Now with those kicks to the chest and the boot to the face, but Bronson Reed takes that as an insult. He was actually, looked like he was offended by that boot to the face, and he just drops down at the body of Ciampa. Ciampa once again in tremendous pain. He's just in a bad shape right here in this match. Pretty bad shape. Yeah. Bronson once again has Ciampa where he wants him. Was going to go for the power slam. Ciampa getting away now, up on his feet, elbow strikes and chops to the chest here of Bronson Reed. He was about to go for another one before Ciampa just slaps him in the chest. Oh my goodness, Ciampa now with a tremendous boot to the face. Bronson Reed in trouble. Reed with a nice clothesline to Ciampa. Ciampa not gonna stay down. He gets up, all fired up, all angry, and now the two bulls are there with the headbutts on each other. And here we are, back and forth, elbow strikes being traded between the two competitors in the ring. Ciampa with the boot to the face of Bronson Reed, followed by a nice headbutt. It is Bronson who is dazed, who's dizzy. Look at that. Definitely dizzy here, running over to the ropes, rebounds, and Ciampa with a knee to the face here. Bronson Reed dizzy once again, and Ciampa lifts up Bronson on his shoulders, barely but surely. Once and twice, he does it. Holy crap. He deserves a victory after this. Ciampa better win Oh my goodness, Bronson still with a kick out, but that was a great attempt. Ciampa almost got it, but wow, what a great attempt from Ciampa. I loved it. Have you heard? Wait, of course. Of course, this guy came out. Shinsuke Nakamura on his way out right here. And he says, AJ, have you heard the Undertaker wants Bray Wyatt to return at SummerSlam? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen though, brother. I mean, again, is he not dealing with an illness? Is there something not wrong with Bray while he was away? So it doesn't matter what anybody wants. What matters is his health. If he was really sick and if he was really away with an illness, he'll only come back when the time is right, or when he's cured, or when he's recovered from whatever he was dealing with. It was not made public. No details were ever shared on his absence. So I guess it's anybody's guess or speculation on where he is. But it doesn't look like he's going to be back anytime soon. We shall see, though. Let me know if you think, Andy, he's going to come back. By the way, Bronson Reed now with a victory over Ciampa. No surprise to anybody, but Bronson has done it thanks to Shinsuke Nakamura's interference. So it seems like Shinsuke Nakamura this time around has no problem with Bronson, but had problem with Ciampa instead. So that's that. Bronson Reed or Jonah with a victory right here over Tommaso Ciampa. With that being said, we're now going to be starting off with the feud between Ciampa and Shinsuke Nakamura. That's that. Yep. Let's see what else do we have here. Ricky says, AJ, you think Randy Orton is going to come back after SummerSlam or at Royal Rumble? Well, whenever he does come back, I hope that they keep him away from Matt Riddle. That's all I can say right now. I don't care when he comes back. Just whenever he does, just stay away from Matt Riddle. That's all that I'm going to ask of. That's it. Randy Orton is rumored to have a supergroup. If that's true, Andy, I'm totally on board with that idea. Stay away from Matt Riddle, form Legacy 2.0. He's done it before. Look at Cody Rhodes, his protege. Randy Orton trained him in his early days, in his early career. If it wasn't for Randy, Cody might be just a lucid dream. He might be history. That's it. But Cody Rhodes made it. He became one of the all-time greats because of Randy Orton's mentorship. So, yeah, let him form a super group, a Legacy 2.0 with 2 people, 3 people, I don't care. Let him do that. Let him bring up some newcomers to the industry. Take them under his umbrella, under his shelter, train them, and just wreak havoc all around the brand, all around WWE. With the group, I'm totally in for it. I will love that. Don't hate my... Gary says, don't hate on my 420 bro. My brother Gary. Wait a second. Liv Morgan here. Let's listen to her first.
Rhea. But as far as tonight's is concerned, Rhea is all mine. Not only did she take out Raquel, but she's the exact reason why Raquel and I lost our tag team titles. Rhea just walks around here like she can do whatever she wants because she doesn't think that there's someone that can stop her. And I don't really know if you remember this, Byron, but I am the very last person to defeat Rhea Ripley. And tonight we go toe to toe. Maybe get beat up, but maybe I won't. There's no way I'm backing this up.
I mean, to be honest, I was not even listening to what she was saying. I could not pay attention to what she was saying. She just looked good. She just looked beautiful. That's it. That's all. That's all. But here we are now with Chelsea and Sonya. Liv Morgan is so adorable. She is just, I look at her and it's just, I find her so adorable. She's great. I like Liv Morgan a lot. She's great. Love her smile. Love the energy that she brings to the table. Truly precious. I like Liv Morgan. And also love Sonya and Chelsea. We got Tony says, oh no, it's Sonya and Britt Baker, DMD's bestie. That's right. Andrew says, you just jinked it, AJ. Have not seen or heard of Riddle and now you brought up his name. Andrew, are you disappointed in me? I'm sorry about that. I'm just saying I don't want Randy anywhere around. Oh my goodness. Rhea Ripley here. Oh goodness. Guys, once again, if this is not a clear indication of you that Judgment Day runs Raw, again we have it here. With this segment also being counted as one of those, I think tonight we have seen Judgment Day. We are going to be seeing Judgment Day in total of at least 8 times. Rhea Ripley literally is in every single backstage segment, every single one of them. Judgment Day, they stay busy the entire night. I hope they get paid the most as well because literally they are The entire show. I'm not even kidding. They are the entire show. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Judgment Day is it. Yeah. Andy says, Liv Morgan has always been incredible. Absolutely. Non-title matchup next. That's right. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan coming up next, brother. That is correct. And, Gary once again says that don't hate my 420, bro. I'll say this. It's not me. Now, you can't quote me on this because I've been saying this for a while, though. But recently, I heard this guy, Bully Ray, right? He does this podcast, Sirius XM. On the podcast, he said that he used to give Matt Riddle a lot of credit for making RK Bro fun and RK Bro entertaining. Now, Bully Ray said that we were wrong all this while. So which means that everybody else was wrong all this while except for me, because I kept telling everybody who would listen that Matt Riddle sucks. I hate this guy. I don't like what he wears. I don't like his slippers. I don't like the peacocks flying out of his whatever when he gets to the ring. I don't like anything about Riddle. And, I've been saying this for so long. And finally, Bully Ray also acknowledges that. He says that people gave Riddle a lot of credit for making RK Bro entertaining, whereas it was Randy Orton all along. Bully Ray said, now that Riddle is performing without Randy, you see that he's just not as cool or as fun anymore. You don't feel entertained when you're looking at Riddle anymore, which is true, which I believe, based on the fact that Riddle is barely on TV anymore, is indicative of the fact that Riddle doesn't draw. Riddle isn't entertaining, isn't not fun without Randy Orton. Randy Orton made Matt Riddle fun. Without Randy, he's just a generic, boring guy who comes out here talking about weed, and that's it. Riddle is not fun, and it's indicative by his booking, I believe. But that's that. I loved every bit of that, yeah. I love talking about Riddle. I hate putting Riddle down. I love putting Riddle down. I hate this guy. Jordynne Grace is rumored to show up at SummerSlam. Really? Wow. Okay, wow. She certainly has a physique that I believe WWE would want to have, I can only imagine Jordynne Grace kicking Liv Morgan's arse, or Becky Lynch, Jordynne Grace versus Charlotte Flair. In the future, hold up, Jordynne Grace versus Ivy Nile, I believe would be a crazy match. You've got a muscle versus muscle. Holy crap. I can only imagine Jordynne versus Ivy Nile. Gives me goosebumps just thinking about it right now. Would love it. That's right. I take Philly Tom Lawler over exactly Andy. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Andy. High five, brother. I would take anybody. I would take Zicky Dice. Actually, I think I'll regret that later, but I'll still do it. I'll still say it. I would take Zicky Dice over Riddle. I really would. And that's saying a lot. I don't even like Zicky Dice, but, it just goes on to show how much I don't like Riddle. All right. Anyways, guys, we've got about an hour and 45 minutes still to go. Let's see how entertaining the show is going to be in the final, hour and a half or so. Ron Duty says Grace already getting in WWE with that face. Oh, Grace ain't getting in WWE with that face, says Run DMG. Let's see, brother. Let's see. How old is this lady, by the way? Jordynne Grace. Let's take a look. 1 second. Jordynne Grace. Race, age. She's 27 years old, so you talk about age, it totally works out because she's young. She's got a lot more years still to come, so it absolutely works out because comparatively, you had this other lady, Lady Frost, who also, we've seen her recently in Impact Wrestling. And, she's a big talent as well. People love Lady Frost on the independents. She recently auditioned for the WWE. People liked her as well. But they told her that she was way too old to be on TV or WWE television. Her age was a factor that played a part in her not being recruited by the company. Lady Frost is 38 years old. Jordynne Grace is 27. And I know what, Tony... Was it Tony? Wait a second, where was it? Was Run DMG. Run DMG mentioned her face, right? That's been a topic of concern amongst the fans, especially. Wait a second. Liv Morgan coming out, by the way, guys. Wait a second. Let's stop everything that we were talking about because it's party time. Liv Morgan is on her way out, and we've got a party. Yeah. It's time to put on the... Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? I was just about to throw on the party lights and everything, and here we are. It's been ruined. The moment has been ruined by the mommy, Rhea Ripley. Come on, my goodness. Come on, I hate this. Rhea Ripley ruining the party for all of us, attacking... I hate this. Attacking Liv Morgan from behind, setting her head first into the ring post and then over to the barricade. And she seems very proud of her work as well. That is bad. That's right, Ricky. I know. Run DMG, they hired Don Hitro. Well, I like that. Andy says they hired Hitro. They can certainly hire Jordan Grace. They hired Hitro for nothing. For nothing. Yeah. And here we are. Rhea Ripley with a steel chair just sliding into the ring right there. Going after Liv Morgan, headbutt straight to the neck. Liv Morgan once again down, and she seems like she's out as well. Rhea Ripley grabbing that steel chair. Uh-oh. She's looking to injure Liv Morgan. She's got that steel chair wrapped around her arm, her left arm. Liv Morgan trying to get away because she knows what's at stake here. At stake right now is her spot at SummerSlam. At stake right now is her health, is her in-ring career. And with that being said, Rhea Ripley very delighted to kick that steel chair and, of course, injure the arm of Liv Morgan. She could be out for weeks or months. Liv Morgan is crying in pain right now as she lays down there in the center of the ring. The referee, the medical personnel over here checking on Liv Morgan, seems like she has definitely suffered a broken arm. That's crazy. Rhea Ripley has a little anger management problem, doesn't she, says Gary. Yeah, it kinda, you know what? Gary's comment makes me feel that Rhea Ripley and Kevin Owens probably would make a very hilarious couple. They would make a funny couple if they were presented on the main roster on TV. I think they would make a very funny couple. Kevin Owens, Rhea. I want to see that, though. I want to see these two, people with anger issues in a relationship on TV. I think that would be very, very funny. Now I know how Cody feels. I feel sorry for her too. I really do. I never have felt so bad for Cody Rhodes, even though he has been attacked 10 times worse by Brock Lesnar and so many other people. I've never felt so bad for Cody, but I do feel terrible for Liv Morgan here. Rhea Ripley once again wrapping that steel chair. Holy crap! One more time, kicking that steel chair as it was wrapped around the arms of Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan just crying out and just in absolute pain here. Dear Lord, she's like a fish outside of the water here. Poor lady, poor Liv Morgan. My heart breaks for her. Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully she hasn't suffered a broken arm or anything. But right now she looks like she's in a world of pain. I know, Ricky cannot believe it. Triple H made a lot of bad rehires. Yeah, he did. A lot of those rehires are called strategic rehires. That's right. So, for example, this guy... Braun Breaker, right? One second, we're going to be talking about him, but first of all, let's throw in this Judgment Day Tron again, because officially, it is official, the Judgment Day runs Raw. We have seen the Judgment Day so many times tonight already, and once again, Rhea Ripley walking out of here after making an impact in the ring. Judgment Day, indeed, running Raw. They really are. They really, really are. But again, talking about Run DMG, and he mentioned that Triple H has made a lot of bad rehires. A lot of them, indeed. But within the industry, they're calling them strategic rehires. I was talking to my friend, the PCW Ultra owner, right? And he told me, AJ, they're not bad rehires, they're strategic rehires. Because he says, look at the people that he brought back, right? You talk about Karrion Kross, or you talk about Braun Strowman, or the other people, they might not be presented on TV, but they use them to the fullest when it comes to the live shows, when it comes to the non-televised shows. They use them to the fullest. They are on every single non-televised show. They're selling tickets based on the names Braun Strowman and Karrion Kross, and they're making them their money's worth. This guy, the guy also told me that the reason why they're strategic rehires is that not only do they get money out of them by placing them on these non-televised shows, but also they stop them from going over to AEW, which at the end of the day is the mission. You don't want these guys to join AEW because, you can only imagine a guy like Braun Strowman being in AEW. He would be a top guy, face or heel. Braun Strowman, he would be up there, probably even upper or higher than Wardlow. So, yeah, that's one reason why Triple H hired these guys, is to stop them from going to AEW and just put them, well, use them on non-televised shows, if not televised shows. That's that strategic hiring here. But of course, when you talk about the Hit Row, there is nothing strategic about them. I don't know why they were rehired. It was a bad decision. Just like you said, Run DMG, he has made a lot of bad rehiring. I agree with that, and totally agree with that when it comes to the Hit Row. Absolutely. Rhea versus Rico at SummerSlam, says Ricky. Well, we shall see, my brother. We shall see. Hopefully, Liv's gonna be okay. Liv versus Rhea at Payback. Ricky with some predictions. I like that. Okay. Liv doesn't have an actual arm injury. Does have an actual arm injury, says Andy. So if that's that, maybe it's just, a way to send her away to get that arm treated, and she's gonna be back once again for the Payback. Most likely at Payback against Rhea Ripley, as Ricky suggested earlier. Gary says the Judgment Day is running Raw straight to the dirt. I like that. Yeah, possibly they possibly are, but it's been an average show. I wouldn't say it's been a super impressive show here tonight. It's been an average show. Once again, promo segment heavy, drama heavy, not really wrestling heavy here tonight. And Broman says, studio looks amazing, my brother AJ. Thank you for that, my brother Broman. Thank you. Again, none of this would be here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you for the love, for the support, for everything, guys. I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Would not be doing any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you. And you guys know exactly who you are. I love you all. Thank you so much. They will be doing it on all the brands, says Andy. Wait, what is that about, brother? What are they going to be doing it all on the brands? Let me know, Andy. What is that about? Broman says, you like streaming on Twitch or YouTube more? Both have their pros and cons. I feel like streaming on Twitch is a lot easier. And that's because, when you're streaming on Twitch, you don't worry about thumbnails or SEO or keywords or none of that stuff. You just show up, right? It's like for the lazy, I guess. So if you're a lazy guy and you're successful on Twitch, I believe it's like heaven. On YouTube, it's a lot more work. Of course, you've got to make a nice thumbnail. You got to get the keywords in there. You got to take care of the SEO. A lot of stuff that you have to do in advance on YouTube. So Twitch is easier in comparison. But then on Twitch, you've got the point system, so that's cool as well. But on YouTube, you've got the family. You've got Andy. You've got Tony. You got people that we did not have on Twitch. You got Gary. So, that's for that reason. YouTube is fun. The one reason I don't like Twitch is because they don't have an algorithm. So I firsthand worked with Twitch, last year, and I asked them, what is the discoverability like? What is the reach like, right? I asked them a lot of times. And after dodging that question a few times, they told me, AJ, we don't have an algorithm. Our system doesn't work like we're going to be suggesting you videos. It's just how many viewers you have. You're going to be up in the ranks and you're going to be suggested more. So it just depends on the number of viewers. So for that reason, if you have, for let's say 10 viewers or 7 viewers or 5 viewers, you are going to be at the bottom. You will not go to the top. People will not discover you until they go to the very bottom. And that's one reason why it's hard to grow on Twitch. And that's one of the reasons why people are moving away from that platform now. So that's that. So there's pros and there are cons. Twitch has given us a lot of, I would say, love and lots of opportunities. I'm forever grateful for Twitch. Really am. And I'm still on good terms with those people over there on Twitch. So, right here. It's good to be here. And I'll tell you what, as long as the family's here, all of you are here, that's where it's fun. It doesn't matter wherever we are, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Doesn't matter. If we're together, that's it. That's all we need, right? Nicholas here. Good to see you once again, my brother Nicholas. And Ron DMG says, Liv hurt again, too small to make it in wrestling, says Run DMG. Yeah, but I still enjoy watching Liv. I think she's adorable, yeah. But I understand what you say, brother. I understand that. Nicholas says, if the AEW were to pick up the likes of Braun, Carey, and Hit Row, they wouldn't know what to do with them, considering the amount of past WWE fodder they picked up. I feel like with this guy, Braun Strowman, they would just put him up with Wardlow and just use him as a powerhouse and whatnot. With Karrion Kross, they would find a spot for him, considering he's got a very hot wife, he's got a nice gimmick and everything. They would do something with him. But with Hit Row, they would not do anything with him. Absolutely not. Hit Row would be lost, without a doubt. what can you do with the hit row anyways, right? You can do nothing with the hit row. So that's it. By the way, holy crap, Maxine Dupree looking good.
See you next week, Val.
Wait.
It's the first time I ever agreed with Otis.
Did Maxine just say see you next week? So are we not going to see Maxine tonight? And that's bad. One of the reasons I used to hate Alpha Academy, right? You know it. I used to hate Alpha Academy, and now I love Alpha Academy, and I guess I've got to give Maxine a lot of credit for that. They have really turned it around 360 for me. I have gone from absolutely hating on them to loving them, and the fact that we're not going to be seeing them tonight, it makes me sad. I wanted to see Alpha Academy here tonight, but anyways, I guess we have to do with this guy, Logan Paul, who's going to be out here in a bit. Yeah, Logan Paul. Coming up next, guys. Get ready. Fasten your seatbelts because Logan Paul is coming up next. Thank you, bro, man. AJ, here's something to laugh about. I prefer watching the Women's Cup tournament over watching wrestling. I see, Andy. I get that, brother. I get that. Judgment Day will be doing a best dance on all three brands. I see. Yep, absolutely. You got Dominic NXT. You got, of course, these guys over here. But Ricochet looking good. He's got the Black Panther necklace. Who was the one who picked it? Was it Andrew who picked that? Yeah, he's got the nice necklace on as well.
Oh, boy, where you at?
Okay.
I know that you're here, so it's time for you to come out here and show your stupid face.
Ricochet is not holding back here tonight, right? He says, come on, Logan Paul. I know you're back there, so come out and show your stupid face. I don't like Logan Paul. I've never liked this guy. He's cocky. He's got a bad attitude. He's already a star who's, of course, just being spoiled by the WWE even further by, getting big matches on big pay-per-views and whatnot. But I like this booking. Here you're putting the spotlight on Ricochet through Logan Paul, and I like that a lot. Ricochet's finally getting that acknowledgement or that, I guess, opportunity that he so well deserves in the WWE. So he's finally getting it through Logan. I like that a lot. And also, this is one way that Logan Paul will be on the pay-per-view. So he's going to be happy. The WWE is going to be happy. Ricochet is going to be happy. The fans are going to be happy. This is indeed good booking with Ricochet and Logan Paul here. I like Ricochet and Logan Paul promo means a 420 break. That's right. If you guys gotta go to the bathroom or something, go ahead. I got you covered. I'll let you know what happened when you come back. And yeah, I would too if I could. Maxine was supposed to have a fight this week, says Andy. I guess that fight's been canceled, but she did look good tonight. I mean, we did see her in that backstage segment. She looked great, as always. Nicholas, wait a second. Gary, yep, Gary's funny. Thumbs down for Logan Paul. That's right. Everybody in the chat, thumbs down for Logan Paul. Let's do it. That's right. Ricochet's way better than Logan Paul, says Andy. Yeah, absolutely. So the dirt she'd say that the one reason why this match is even happening is because they want to create some sort of a viral moment with Ricochet and Logan. They want to create a social media frenzy with this match. Let's see if they're going to be successful with that, hopefully. Hit the wrong button on the air conditioning. It got very hot, and I was wondering what's happening here. Hit the wrong button. I like that. Thumbs down for Logan Paul. Okay, Paul's still not out here, by the way. Exactly.
Wherever you are, Logan, wherever you are in this arena, I'm here to say one thing. I'm here to challenge you for a match at SummerSlam.
We all knew that, did we not? Okay, cool. You got it, Ricky. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Logan Paul from behind attacking Ricochet. Ricochet down. Logan Paul once again doing his dirty tricks. Come on, this guy's a disgrace. He really is a disgrace. talk about a Dumbo. I mean, he's got literally cameras rolling everywhere, covering this entire thing, but he still feels the need to come out here with the phone, with the selfie camera. Talked about being an absolute dum-dum. Okay, Logan Paul. All right. Big old eyes here from Ricky, by the way. Is that for Logan Paul? Oh, my goodness. Nice super kick here from Ricochet, and that lays Logan Paul down and out. I like that. That's right. Ricochet went HBK on Logan. Absolutely loved it. Loved it. Austin Theory gimmick infringement. That's right. That gimmick does not even belong to Austin Theory in the first place. It's all Tyler Breeze. Remember Tyler Breeze coming out with that selfie stick with the phone? It was his gimmick. Yeah. Does Ricochet have glitter in his hair that is sparkling? That's I mean, he's got no hair, Andrew, but he's got a lot of glitter all around him. Prince Puma, indeed true. You see that necklace? Pretty cool. I loved it. So Prince Puma or Logan Paul, SummerSlam, I'm ready for it. Ready for it. It's going to be good. Okay, so that was that. With that being said, guys, we are now done with 2 hours of the show. The final hour still to come. And let's see what is going to be left. What are we going to be seeing in the final hour? Let's take a look at that very quickly. So, out of all the stuff that they had advertised for tonight's show, what do we have still to come? Let's take a look. Oh, wait a second. Backstage here.
Between Logan Paul and Ricochet. All right, with that, please welcome my guest at this time, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
Okay.
Shayna, how are you feeling?
I totally forgot about Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. It's easy to forget about them, right? It's easy to forget about Ronda, but yeah, she also has a match at SummerSlam, it seems. Shayna Baszler looks angry as always.
Talking hasn't settled it. A match isn't going to settle it. I'm going to settle this in the only way it can be settled. SummerSlam?
Okay.
I'm going to settle it. This is in a language that only Ronda Rousey knows best.
What is it?
At SummerSlam,
Yeah.
I'm going to fight
Okay.
Ronda Rousey.
Okay. What? That makes no sense. Wait a second. Did she totally job that promo? Because, recap here, guys. When she was about to start the promo, it seemed like she was a little bit out of it. But she said, it wasn't going to settle it. A match isn't going to settle it. But then she went on to say that at SummerSlam, I'm going to fight Ronda Rousey. So basically, she's going to have a match against Ronda Rousey. But she just said that a match is not going to settle it. So what was that promo, guys? What was that promo? I was super I think the interviewer was just as confused as I was, because she just said that a match wasn't going to settle it, but she's going to have a match at SummerSlam. That made 0 sense to me. Absolutely nada. That's right. Okay. That was funny. I wonder if she forgot the lines or whatever happened, but that was definitely funny. Here we are now. If you hadn't had already a lot of Judgment Day already, here we have some more of Judgment Day coming up. An impromptu match between Damian Priest and Apollo Crews. But good for Apollo to finally get a match on TV. So congrats Apollo Crews, I guess. But some more of Judgment Day here now with Damian Priest. So that's that. And for the first time tonight, we get to see I know, right? For the first time ever. It's great to see that. It's so funny, guys. You know, we opened the show with a Judgment Day. We closed the first hour and slipped into the second hour with the Judgment Day. We have seen at least the Judgment Day 3 times in backstage segments tonight. We saw the Rhea Ripley match with the Judgment Day, and now a Damian Priest match. I'm pretty sure we're going to see at least 2 more times, see them backstage, hanging around before Finn Balor comes out too for the main event. So, yeah, Judgment, it's not Monday Night Raw, it's Monday Night Judgment. That's what it is, really. In essence, that is what it is. Yep. Right. Anyways, commercial break still going on. I'm getting a Bobby Lashley video package here right now. Again, Bobby Lashley was spotted last time that we saw him on TV. He was spotted with the Street Profits. So are we gonna get a whole different Hurt Business 2.0 now with Angelo Dawkins and Martinez Ford and Bobby Lashley? Because if that's that, I'm all in for it. I am totally ready for it. Absolutely am. Andy says they are having a UFC fight, not a wrestling match. You think so, Andy? You think so? I mean, it'll be interesting if that happens. Considering Endeavor is now the parent company, what if they decide to bring on the Octagon for it? What if they decide to bring on the cage for this match? Of course, it's not going to happen, but it would be crazy good if they could actually make it happen. What a crossover it would be of the MMA world into wrestling with the Octagon, with the cage, them wrestling. It would be crazy. Or even make it a cinematic match. Have them fight in the Octagon and make it a cinematic match with a lot of drama and everything. I think it would be crazy good. But again, don't know if it'll actually happen. All right, let's see what else do we have here. Coming up, still the commercial still going on. Tony says breaking... Wait a second. We got breaking news here. From Tony. Tony says breaking news, Dragon Lee's brother Rush is officially All Elite. Okay. But, oh wow. So, he's re-signed with the company, right? So, he was already in AEW. He already had a contract with the company, if I'm not wrong. And he's re-signed with them. So, yeah, that's right. He is re-signed with the company. He's still All Elite. So, I was like, okay, so was I missing something all this while? Was he not under contract all this time? But no, he was. So I'm just looking it up right now. It says that he is still All Elite. In a tweet on July 24th, that is today, he shared the news on Twitter in a tweet. He posted a brief clip in which he signed a contract. In the video, Rush shook hands with AEW Tony Khan, who thanked him. I see. So basically, he's still All Elite, guys. He's still with the company. He's re-signed with the company, and that's that. Let's take a look at it, actually. Rush AEW, and see if we can actually find it. Rush AEW, we are here, as it says right there. Yeah, it says right now. Oh, okay. So you see the picture of Rush. It says that he is re-signed with the company. He re-signs with AEW, so that's that. Yeah, good for him. Also, he shared this video.
I'm AEW Battles.
Alright, so you just saw it right there, guys. Rush is still in AEW. He's still an AEW superstar, and Tony Khan looks super excited about it, right? That was a video full of... that was a video full of thank yous. Thank you. And he's still AEW. That's cool. Thank you for sharing that news, Tony. Thank you once again. I like Shayna, says Nicholas, but I don't think WWE would ever push her into being the champion because she doesn't meet this certain criteria. So I believe you're talking about the optics. You're talking about the looks, right? Maybe not. You never know. Maybe they want to push her as a monstrous heel, monstrous badass. You never know. I mean, let's see. I mean, it's interesting, being so talented, liked by the fans, as you said, but also not being pushed is very unfortunate. So we shall see what happens. But we got Hassan here. Hassan says, I vote for Apollo Crews. I like that. But we're backstage here right now with Logan Paul and this guy, Byron Saxton.
Because next Monday, I'm coming to Houston on Raw, and I'm coming for Ricochet, and I'm going to pop his stupid ball. Next week, the Maverick return.
Oh, come on. And if you guys thought that we have seen enough of this guy, Logan Paul, we're going to be seeing a little more because apparently he's going to be here next week and we're going to be seeing Logan Paul return. He's going to be here once again next week. Tony says, I started a new chapter in my personal and professional career, people. People doubted I could make it today. Want to say him that I'm 100% AEW, says Rush. That's lovely. Good for Rush. What a great talent he is. It is great to see him once again with AEW. Here we are, Apollo Crews making his way out. And I'm totally not into this match, but I'm just glad that Apollo Crews gets to be on TV. That's what it's all about. Andrew says, did you see my comment earlier about Matt Cardona? Probably missed it, brother Andrew. Let's take a look. Matt Cardona comment. Andrew, it probably never came through. I don't see your comment about Matt Cardona in the chat. I don't know if it got censored by YouTube or something, but I don't see it. Your last comment that I see was about the Judgment Day. I don't see a Matt Cardona comment, brother. Can you send it again? Thank you for that. All right, let's see what else do we have here. I vote for Apollo Crews, says Hassan. Shayna was a two-time NXT World Champion. Apollo Crews should join Lashley team. Street business. Street business. I love the name Street Business, really. I do. Apollo Crews joining the team would be nice, but I don't know if they're recruiting. Also, seems like that team is limited to SmackDown, so we already know that Apollo Crews probably will not be able to make it because he, of course, belongs to the Rep brand here. But Damian Priest going on strong, of course. Apollo Crews, impressive with a dodge. Grabbing Damian Priest from behind, sending him over to the ropes. Rebounds. Damian Priest grabbed onto the ropes. Apollo Crews falling down. Nice dodge. As Damian Priest goes running over to Apollo, Apollo jumps over him. Beautiful dodge again. Apollo is so talented. You hate to see him failing, right? You want to see him succeeding. You want to see him getting up to new heights, but it's just been a rocky road for this guy. First, main roster, then back to NXT, which was okay, and then back to the main roster, and kind of lost on the roster again. So that's that. Did you see the photo of Cardona wearing Green's tag title belt at the indie show over the weekend? I did not. I am surprised that oh my god. Did he really do that? I am surprised that he did that. Wow, Andrew. Thank you for that. What show was it? Was it a GCW show? Because, I know that Matt Cardona is a GCW regular. That is crazy. What? Talk about crazy. That is crazy. Enzo Gamer, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Great to see ya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are all red for Monday night. And Apollo Crews, once again, was trying to win this match, trying to get the upper hand and stay up there. But, of course, Damian now turning it around 360 and Apollo Crews taking it back after that uppercut. Damian goes running over to him in that corner. Apollo in trouble. Damian once again grabs him. It's not looking good for Damian Priest, or Apollo Crews, I'm sorry. He's definitely going to be losing this match. Beautiful suplex. Thank you, Mr. D, saying whatever happens to whatever happened to Omos, right? The monstrous Omos. Whatever happened to that guy? Nothing. I'm pretty sure he's going to be back around WrestleMania because I think they need a guy who's larger than life for matches, for shows like WrestleMania, to, I believe, impress the casual fans or impress the first-time attendees at these pay-per-views. You see a guy so big, and it's like a circus, right? You're looking at all these beautiful, incredible, larger-than-life athletes, and you're totally hooked. I think that's how they'll use Omos. That's it. They have no passion, or they have nothing for Omos, in terms of booking, but they just use him as a spectacle. That's about it. But Damian Priest now taking off his singlet. I appreciate it. Was a wait a second. What happened? It was a replica, says that. Oh, it was a replica, okay. You can only imagine it being the original title. That would cause chaos, right? And here we are, he's going to go for the choke slam. But Matt Cardona knows how to get the people talking, how to get the internet out there, He knows what to do. So bringing out his wife's title, definitely the right thing to do. To get the internet talking. With that being said, Damian Priest is victorious. The Judgment Day stays strong here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And speaking about Cardona, of course, he is the only internet champion too, right? You guys remember his social media championship? That title is so old school if you think about it now, right? Because you've got the old school Twitter logo, you've got the old school Facebook logo on that title. I believe it had a YouTube logo too. No TikTok. So that title needs some work. That title needs an upgrade because the whole social media world has changed. The whole game has changed. Now Twitter, as we were talking about, no longer has the bird but has the X. So he needs to update that social media championship. But here we are, Damian Priest holding up that briefcase, victorious in this match. Get away, Damian. I want to see something else now. We are left with 45 minutes of wrestling, 45 minutes of Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing something more than the Judgment Day. What else do we have left, by the way? Let's take a look. WWE.com, preview. Do we have anything that's left? Oh, there you go. Okay, it is time. Gunther is coming out. Of course, we're going to be seeing a face-off between Gunther as well as Drew McIntyre. And Gunther is coming out here. The Imperium stay strong, right? They stay strong. They are coming out right here to make an impact. We're going to get a face-off tonight, guys, between Gunther and, of course, let me get the Tron. Where's the Imperium Tron? Let me get that in the back. Okay, here we are. Good stuff. This makes sense, yeah. You gotta do this for the Imperium, right? They are coming up here, and up next, after the commercial break, we're gonna be seeing a little face-to-face between the Imperium and Drew McIntyre. That is coming up next. That's right. The Rock approves the man. Yeah, brother. You know it. He definitely does approve the man. Well, we are once again on a commercial break, premiering next Monday. Okay, so the Cody Rhodes American Nightmare documentary is premiering next week, next Monday night on Peacock. Talk about big, right? Man, those were the days. It's crazy because for some reason, you know, I remember everything that Cody Rhodes did back in the late 2000s or early 2010s as clear as yesterday. I don't know. A lot of things that we saw in that era were very temporary. A lot of the stars that we saw in that era or gimmicks that we saw in that era were temporary. They went away very quickly. But for some reason, everything that Cody Rhodes did, it stuck with me, and I still remember it so clearly, so vividly, very, very clearly. You know, you talk about the stint that he did with Legacy, incredible. You talk about Cody Rhodes being the dashing Cody Rhodes. I remember Cody Rhodes used to come out. He used to turn around, and he used to look into this mirror that was on the Tron, right, on the LED screen. And he used to look into the mirror, set his hair and everything. He used to come out, dashing Cody Rhodes, smoke and mirrors, Tron, whatnot. It was great. And then all of a sudden, he started wearing that mask to protect his beautiful face. And he went all the way from being the dashing Cody Rhodes to being the very, I guess, insecure and anxious Cody Rhodes, who used to feel that he was ugly and he used to put paper bags in everybody's heads and whatnot. And from then, he became Stardust. And I still remember everything that he did as clear as day. Even when he was a rookie, I paid attention to Cody Rhodes. I don't know why. I shouldn't have to a rookie, but I did. And I believe that just goes on to show the brilliance of Cody Rhodes. No matter what he did, he kept you in there. He kept you entertained, and he kept you hooked. And that's the magnificence, I believe, of Cody Rhodes. And let's see what else do we have here. Contract signing, says Andy. Wait a second. Contract signing is going to be happening, apparently. Gunther and Drew McIntyre coming up next. We still have a contract signing tonight. Yes, we do, brother. Gary, that's going to be closing the show. Once again, Judgment Day opens the show. They are here throughout the show, and they also close the show. So in the main event of tonight, we're going to be seeing the contract signing between Seth Rollins and Judgment Day's very own Finn Balor. And I believe Damian Priest is going to be there as well for some spice in it, right? He's going to be in there with that Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's going to be a nice, dramatic contract signing, I believe. And he says, AJ, you haven't talked about Paul Heyman could be working with Gunther. You know, I'd be all in for it. But Paul Heyman has his hands busy right now. I mean, everything that's going on with the Tribal Chief, he's got a lot of work to do over there. So him with Gunther would be a no-brainer. It would be perfect, you know. If Paul Heyman moves on from Roman Reigns, he could go back, because I really want it to happen. I really want to see Paul Heyman one more time with Brock Lesnar. That's like a match made in heaven, and I want to see it happen once again. So I want to see Brock and Paul working together once again. And once that's done, you know, I would like maybe simultaneously he could manage both Brock and Gunther, because both are powerhouses. He could even form a faction with him and Gunther. Who knows? So right now, I think, you know, he should do his thing with the Bloodline. But once that's over, because I think it's going to be over soon, he should go to Brock and Gunther. I would like that. Yeah. Andy, I don't think Gunther needs Paul Heyman, says Gary. You know, Gunther can talk, and he's got his people. Gunther is that leader, right? So I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree with what Gary says here, because Gunther is that leader that possibly he doesn't need anybody else, walking him around or talking for him. He is his own man. He's his own person. He's the ring general. And a general does not need a supervisor because they are the supervisor. So in that sense, it makes sense what Gary says. Oh my goodness. Valaha and the Viking Raiders. Good for them. Good for them. Imagine being the Viking Raiders and still getting TV time every single week. They've got to thank Valaha for that. Without Valaha or Sarah Logan, they would not get TV time any day at all.
A glad heart that accept your foolish challenge. Because after all, the gods do smile upon brave women. But let me offer you one piece of advice. Consult those gods, Maxie. They're gonna mean it.
Thank you for that. By the way, Nautic has sent me a picture of Matt Cardona at the Independent show with his wife's women's title. That is so funny. But thank you, Nautic, for sharing that. That is so funny. That's great. Matt Cardona being Matt Cardona right there. I love it. I love it. All right. Thank you, Nautic, once again. And here we are, Gunther with the microphone in hand. He doesn't need him, however. Paul Batman has told everybody he would love to work with him. You know what? He absolutely would love to work with Gunther. And here we are, guys. Drew McIntyre on his way out. I've got to get the Tron up there very quickly. I've got to have super fast fingers to get these Trons up there as they make their entrances. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I'm so funny with these, with the backgrounds, right? I'm like a kid in the candy store right now. I'm loving the fact that I can play with the lights and the Trons. I love it. All right, McIntyre right here, guys. Let's see what this face-off is gonna be like. If I could, I would also install pyros and fireworks in the back. But of course, we cannot do that. Paul Heyman wants to establish the IC title. Yeah. And Gunther has done a fantastic job with it. Before Gunther, where was the IC title? It was on Sami Zayn or it was on Shinsuke Nakamura and I don't even know who. And the IC title was ridiculous. It was like something that I did not even want to see. I hated the IC title and the reigns behind it. It was just bad. So you gotta thank Gunther for really making something out of the IC title. He really has truly made it look prestigious and seem prestigious. Really has. Yeah. The next champion, Drew McIntyre, says Tony. Honestly, I'm rooting for my man Gunther here. I want Gunther to retain and to take down Drew. Yeah. Ricochet, that's right, Drew. Oh, his poor guy. His was so short. Such a short reign. How does Drew go from heavyweight champion to fighting for the IC title? Yeah, it was like, once again, a lucid dream for Drew McIntyre. That whole title run was, yeah.
Never seen before. And you want me to defend it tonight in front of those degenerates?
Come on, Drew. We know better. We have like 30 minutes left before the show's gonna wrap up. We still have a contract signing to come, and we've got a pay-per-view coming up. We all know that this match ain't happening tonight. It's gonna happen in 2 weeks at SummerSlam. We are smart enough to know that, Drew McIntyre. Yes, we are. Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness, okay. There we go. Ah, okay. It's been a long time since I've heard Drew McIntyre call himself the Chosen One. We all loved that gimmick, did we not? You know, growing up, I remember watching Drew McIntyre, the blue-eyed angel, come out every single week, and Vince McMahon calling him the next big thing, the Chosen One. Him being handed the Intercontinental Championship opportunity right away and whatnot. So Drew McIntyre, after a long while, he remembers those Chosen One days. That Drew McIntyre and this Drew McIntyre, there's a night and day difference, though. Let's see. Good times, though. Good times. How does Drew go from becoming the heavyweight champion to fighting for the IC title? Again, Andrew, on this note, I would say that I don't even see, this being a downfall or a bad thing for Drew McIntyre, and that's because Gunther has done such a good job with the Intercontinental title that, to me, it does not feel like a smaller title anymore. It feels like the real deal. Hey, had this been Drew McIntyre fighting Sami Zayn. Oh my god, I'm so bad. But at this, sorry. I hated Sami's. I still don't have a lot of love for. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't love Sami. I think he's good. I think he's alright. He's entertaining. He's okay as the tag team champion, but as the Intercontinental champion, he was bad. So if Drew was fighting, let's say, Sami at SummerSlam, I would hate it. I would say, how the heck does he go from being a world champion all the way down to Sami Zayn? But fighting Gunther does not feel like a step down. It feels like he's there. He's still got it. He's still fighting a very decent wrestler for a decent title. So Gunther has made the Intercontinental Championship feel so special that's that. Yep, that's right. And the IC title was forgotten. Nakamura and Boogs horror. My goodness, no, Nicholas, don't even bring back those days. Don't even talk about those days. Shinsuke Nakamura coming out, dancing. You've got Rick Boogs with the guitar, whatnot. Those were some terrible days that nobody should be reminded of. I hated it. The only guy who enjoyed them, and that's one reason why I hate this guy, that guy, what was his name? I don't even remember this guy's name anymore. I'm glad I do not. But the guy on commentary with the blue jacket every single week, Pat McAfee, I hated the guy because he was the guy who gave Shinsuke that encouragement. He used to get on the commentary desk and he used to start dancing, playing the air guitar when Shinsuke came out. As Shinsuke was just going down the hill, Pat McAfee danced it. He danced to the tunes of Shinsuke Nakamura's career destruction. He danced to those tunes. So I blame Pat McAfee for that too. Those were some bad days, and you've got to be glad that those days are over. Those were some terrible days. Nightmare. True nightmare. Absolutely. I agree with that. Well, Drew beat Gunther at SummerSlam. Will he beat Gunther at SummerSlam? That is the question, says Ricky. Good question. I think no. I think Gunther will still be champion. I think Gunther is going to be, victorious over Drew McIntyre. I think so. To be honest, if you got Gunther and Drew in an IC title picture, that's a good thing. I think so too. Once again, this is all Gunther's work. He has made the IC title feel like something. So I've got to give him all the credit for this. For making this match feel like something special. He really deserves a lot of credit for it. That's right. With that being said, let's once again go to the all-red atmosphere for Raw. I love playing with the lights. I love it. I don't know if you can tell, but I really love playing with the lights. I hope you guys were enjoying the studio too. If you guys are enjoying the studio, thumbs up. If you guys have any feedback on the whole presentation on the watch along, if you guys have any suggestions on how to improve stuff, anything, let me know, right? If it's about the music or if it's about the lights, about me, anything, let me know and I will work on it and I'll make sure to give you the best content possible. Once again, True here mentioned Ricochet. Of course, a lot of people forget that he also held the title. Ricochet, I feel, he did not really get an opportunity to show himself off as a good champion. Hopefully he does in the future now. AJ, are you on... Yes, Ricky. Gotta be dropping more videos on YouTube for sure. Yep. Gonna be doing a lot of content on YouTube moving forward. That's right. And still on commercial, by the way, guys. Still on commercial. Andy also mentioned that both Matt Cardona and Mandy Leon made their MLW debut. Something. That's something. All right. Thank you for that. And let's see one more time. Still on commercial break. Is there any other news popping right now? Let's see. So, of course, tonight we've seen Logan Paul accepting Ricochet's challenge. We just saw Gunther accepting Drew McIntyre's challenge. So, two big matches official for SummerSlam tonight. What else do we have coming up? Let's take a look at all the matches that are set for SummerSlam thus far. Let's take a look at that list very quickly. All right. So far, we have quite a list, actually. 7 matches that are set for SummerSlam. And they are Gunther versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in a singles match, Logan Paul versus Ricochet in a singles match again. We got Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, emotional match, tribal combat as they're calling it, of course, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And the recognition of Tribal Chief as well, so that's a big one. We got Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair triple threat match for the women's title. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor for the World title, and of course Cody versus Brock Lesnar. So all the matches are, see, they seem pretty big, right? They seem pretty damn big. Maybe except for Logan Paul versus Ricochet and Ronda and Shayna. They don't seem as important, but every single match other than those two, they seem very, very important to me. So far, you know, SummerSlam match card, it looks absolutely great to me. It really does. All right, anyways, here we are. Of course, the match still going on. Back from the commercial, Drew McIntyre in action here against Ludwig, it seems. What do you think of the momentum decline of Austin Theory? It's a messy road. I'll tell you what, for Austin, I still am a believer because he still has not let go of the United States Championship. I'm a believer that they are trying to keep his momentum there, right? They don't want him to lose the momentum. So they're trying to preserve his momentum by not using him a lot or by using him only when he's needed because they don't want him to drop that momentum, or I guess, right? I was hoping that after he beat John Cena, he would skyrocket to like levels that we have never seen or heard in years. But instead, you know, what they started to do was barely present him on TV. And it just got weird, right? So still I'm hopeful that they're just preserving him on TV and they're going to use him and they're going to have something big in store for him when the time comes. But right now they're just trying to, you know, have him not lose the momentum. So I'm hopeful that there's something's good's gonna come out of Austin Theory. We just have to be patient because you know what they say, patience, it bears sweet fruits. So I'm just patient right now and hopeful that they're going to have something good coming up for Austin Theory. I mean, this guy beat John Cena at WrestleMania. You know, it cannot be for nothing. There's got to be a reason why he beat John Cena. And I hope that we find out that reason very soon. But let's see what else do we have coming up here. Randy says, Theory needs some mic time. I agree with that, brother. Absolutely. That should be a Ronda's last match as well. Apparently, the dirt sheet's been talking about it, that this could be Ronda Rousey's, perhaps her last match in wrestling. She could be just moving away from wrestling. Also, some people talking about how this could be her last match before she makes a return to the Octagon. There's some chatter going on that Ronda Rousey apparently will be returning to the Octagon very, very soon. So that's that too. We shall see. But again, all of this is strictly a rumor at this point. So we shall see. So that's right. Solo LA Knight at SummerSlam. Ricky, I don't know about that. Well, Kevin Nash would not, you know, have any problem with that. Apparently, Kevin Nash says he doesn't know who this guy is, LA Knight. He says he doesn't have any idea who LA Knight is, but if he's over and if he's good on the mic, more power to him. But Kevin Nash basically put it out there that he doesn't care and he does not know who LA Knight is. So I don't know who he rubbed off, you know, in the wrong way backstage to piss Kevin Nash off, but he totally did that. Again, you know, being super over also comes with, you know, certain pros and cons. One of the cons, I believe, could be jealousy backstage, because now, you know, you're competing with some of the greats out there. And once people start comparing you to the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, you're definitely going to be having a lot of people who are going to be jealous of you. So LA Knight, people want him. I feel like his time will come. I feel for LA Knight, this is what I feel, and I don't know if I'm gonna be right about this. Let me know what you think. But I feel for LA Knight, the way that is super over, there's gonna be revolution coming for him, much like Bryan Danielson that he had the yes movement. I feel like for LA Knight, there's gonna be something else. Maybe the yeah movement coming up, yeah, the yeah movement coming up for LA Knight. But I feel that his time will come, and there will be a revolution that will put him over. He's not gonna be getting over automatically, organically. The people backstage are not gonna push him to the top level. It's got to be something else that will push LA Knight to levels never seen before. I think it's got to be the fan power, the people power that will put him over. But we shall see. We got Rummet here. Good to see you, Rummet. Welcome. And Rummet says AEW Owen Hart Cup. Ruby Soho is again choked in the final against Willow Nightingale. Yeah, Rummet, once again, great to see you. We're seeing you after a while here. Lovely, lovely. Good to see you. And Theory needs some mic time. Run DMG. I totally agree with that again. Andrew says you cannot think you beat John Cena, that you won't be buried. Theory, Theory may have won the match, but Cena won the battle. Wow. Okay. Well, still, you remember AJ Styles beating up John Cena and talking about it every single week? I beat John Cena, I beat up John Cena, beat up John Cena, beat up John Cena. It was like a hashtag that used to trend, beat up John Cena. It was everywhere. I believe there was even merchandise out for beat up John Cena. But for Austin Theory, you barely hear this guy talking about it. You barely hear him talking about how he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. It's a big accomplishment. You barely hear Austin Theory talking about it. I don't know why. If I was Austin Theory, I would talk about beating up John Cena every single week. But Austin Theory, I believe, too modest for that for some reason. That's right. And let's various Styles now. I believe AJ Styles is out with a wrist injury, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, sadly, he's out at the moment. Hopefully, we'll make a recovery soon and we'll be back. But I believe it's an injury that's keeping him out for now. We're just hoping that he'd come back soon, brother. Reason why Nash doesn't like LA Knight is because Sean Ricker talked about the I say, makes sense. Either, I mean, the way that he was talking about LA Knight on Twitter, it was obvious that there was something that was making him talk in that manner, in that fashion. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Thanks for sharing that, my brother Andy. I meant bury. I see. All right, my brother Andrew. Cena always wins the battles. Okay. Speaking of that, I was talking about, because John Cena has won so many battles. When I was talking to PJ Black, I asked him, do you blame John Cena for the downfall of the Nexus? PJ Black took a sip of whatever he was drinking. Took a sip. I need some water. But he took a sip and he said, it's hard not to, right? You can't. You have to blame him. So just from that very short and brief answer, I could tell how, I would say, let down he was, or how disappointed, or how much anger he still had in himself, for John Cena burying Nexus. So he might win battles, but he buries stars and younger stars, and they don't like it. And Nexus is a big example of that. Styles is an established star, but is also a veteran. So it's okay if he kind of fizzled away, says Nicholas. Well, it seems like he will retire in a couple of years, if not next year. Styles has said this loud and proud, and he said it over and over again, that when he retires, it'll be in the WWE. He's not going to go anywhere else. He will retire. He will hang up his shoes in this company that is WWE. By the way, we're back for the commercial, guys, and here we are. Drew McIntyre, of course, giving Ludwig a taste of the medicine that Gunther is going to be tasting at SummerSlam. Beautiful belly-to-belly. Drew McIntyre delivers one of the best belly-to-belly suplexes in the business, and I believe, once again, no offense to Brawling Brute's very own, but I believe that the guy needs some lessons from Drew McIntyre on how to deliver belly-to-belly suplexes. He really does. Yeah, because, he's also been catching a lot of hate, sadly, because of all the injuries and whatnot, So that's that. But Ridge Holland has been on the receiving end of also a lot of criticism from the fans. A lot of it. So much so that he actually got on social media, on Twitter recently, talking about how, he was not responsible for the recent botch or recent mix-up, whatever happened with Elton Prince, of course, of pretty deadly, yeah. and he got on Twitter explaining the whole situation, how it was not his fault, but the fans were not going to take it. The fans were still critical, were still tweeting at him, and to block the negativity, Ridge Holland just ended up deactivating his Twitter account. So, yeah, belly-to-belly suplexes, I love this move, but I feel like Ridge Holland might have to take a look at Drew and learn a little things about belly-to-belly from him. Nexus was given chances. Gabriel was a tag champion, couldn't get it done. Yeah. That's right. Nexus was cool. I loved the Nexus. I used to hate them. Like, they were so good, and I totally bought into the kayfabe. I used to hate them for going after John Cena. But damn, now that I think about it again, I love the Nexus. It was so good. Yeah, maybe we are seeing the demise of the Judge. What are you talking about, Gary? How did that come about? Judgment Day is going on strong, right? They are very, very strong. Absolutely. What makes you think that we are seeing the end of the Judgment Day, brother? By the way, with that being said, we got a victory here. Drew McIntyre with the win, but Gunther is not going to take it easily. He gets into the ring and goes after Drew McIntyre. Once again, no matter who wins or who loses, Gunther always stands tall. The ring general right here, taking out Drew McIntyre just like that. Oh my goodness, did he really need... What made him feel like he was needed right now? This has been an okay show, or should I say a great show, without Matt Riddle, but he had to interfere for some reason. And of course, he paid the price for it. He doesn't realize that we are living in the Imperium era. That's right. Speaking of Judgment Day, no Finn with JD. Well, let's see, brother, what's going to be happening. Finn Balor is going to be coming out, of course, in a few minutes now. He's going to be signing that contract. So let's see. But the whole JD McDonough, these things, you know, the rumors, they were spreading like a wildfire like a month ago, the last pay-per-view. People were expecting Finn Balor to be out already and to be replaced by JD McDonough at Money in the Bank itself. Hasn't happened at all so far. We have seen no sighting of JD McDonough, even on TV. I really wonder what's going to be happening. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think that JD McDonough is going to be replacing Finn Balor ultimately in the Judgment Day. Finn Balor winning at SummerSlam, Damien Priest cashing in. So this could be the final crack, Gary. If you were talking about, you know, the end of Judgment Day, and also Andrew talking about JD McDonough, I think this could be it. I mean, Finn Balor, you know, being super upset, super pissed at Damien Priest for becoming champion, for taking away his title, and then the Judgment Day very easily, like nothing, throwing away Finn Balor into the trash and replacing him with Finn Balor 2.0, JD McDonough, rubbing him in his face and whatnot. That could be it. This could be it. Yeah. Tony says, nice try, Riddle. That's right. Wait, by the way, wait a second. Ronda Rousey is here?
I'm hoping to get a statement from Ronda Rousey.
I'm surprised that she's here tonight. Okay.
Earlier tonight, Shayna Baszler told me she doesn't want a match with you at SummerSlam. She wants a fight. What's your response to that?
A fight? Shayna can't challenge me to a fight. I don't get in a fight. Anytime I fight, it's the fight.
Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. All right. So Ronda says, I don't fight any fight. Anytime I get into the ring, it is the fight. So we're going to be seeing whatever that means. But coming up next, guys, the Judgment Day one more time. Yeah, these guys are Monday Night Raw. I cannot imagine an episode of Raw without the Judgment Day anymore. These guys have been the front, center, and the end of the show, really. They started off the show, they have been here throughout the show, and they're also closing off the show. The Judgment Day here on the way out. That's right. And let me know, guys, how do you feel about this show as we're now nearing the end of the show? Let me know if you're impressed with the show tonight. Finn Balor making his way out here. Yep. Let me get the Judgment Day Tron up very quickly. Yeah. Yeah, it's up there. Cool stuff. That's good. All right, coming up next after the commercial break, it's going to be the contract signing, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. The contract will be signed, and that'll close the show. And Andrew says, I told you mentioned Riddle's name, and now he showed up. Sorry about that, brother. I messed up. Next time that we do a watch along, we're going to be putting a prohibition on the name Matt Riddle. We're not going to mention his name at all anymore. He's like the new Voldemort. You just do not mention his name. I'm going to hold on to that. I meant Finn has not been with the Judgment Day all night. Interesting, right? That is interesting, yeah. It's time for the main event, says Tony. Yep, that's right. The main event is it, brother Tony. This is going to be closing the show. This is the final segment of the night. It is Finn Balor and Seth Rollins signing the contract. That's about it. Cool stuff. But overall, it's been a fun night. Yeah, it really has been. I have enjoyed a lot. Of course, talking to my brothers over here on YouTube and also playing with the lights and everything. I hope that you guys also have enjoyed the whole presentation. And it's only going to get better. Of course, next time that we meet, it's going to be on Wednesday for Dynamite. And, of course, SmackDown one more time. We're going to be here live from the studio for SmackDown. So that's that. Currently still on a commercial break. Let me get some water real quickly. It's funny how my bottle also is it's purple, Judgment Day colors. Got cool. Let's get the water. Sorry. Awkward silence of me pouring some water into my cup. Andy says Raw rating -4. So Andy is not happy with the quality of the show tonight, and he puts it out there. He says -4 for Raw tonight. Andy is not impressed tonight, I see. And Andrew says, in your best Mark Henry voice, it is time for the main. I know I'm totally like spoiling it right now. Sorry, Mark Henry. Sorry, everybody else. Yeah. It's time for the main event, guys. That's right. I cannot top that. I cannot top Mark Henry. He's a legend. That's right. Okay. So, still on the commercial break, guys. Still on the commercial break. Guys, is it just me, by the way? Or it feels to me like, the dirt sheets are just not as hot as they used to be. I don't know if it's just me. But I feel like until last year, maybe 2 years ago, every time you would open, certain dirt sheet websites, you would always see some hot spoilers or hot news or something on there. These days, I feel like they've kind of slowed down on it. You don't really see a lot of breaking news often on the dirt sheets. I don't know. Maybe it could be just me, maybe, but I have noticed it. Noticed a difference. Yeah, Nicholas says, I feel like Raw has been a better show in the past few weeks, but this has been a little meh. I agree with that, kind of. I feel like tonight's show, just like I said, it's been all about the Judgment Day, truly. And if you're not fans of the Judgment Day, well, sucks for you, because they're going to rule. I mean, imagine not being a fan of either Rhea, Dominic, Finn Balor, or Damian Priest, and having to watch Raw. It would suck for you, your loss. You've got no choice, like them or not. This is all you get. That's it. So there's no variety to the show again, right? There's no variety. In order to get variety, you want to see a plethora of stars. You want to see different matchups, mix-ups. You want to see different rivalries. But all that we see really is the Judgment Day. So it's easy not to like the show, not to like the booking, because it's not very likable at the end of the day. Okay, let's see what else do we have here. Randy says, no one believes Uncle Dave lies anymore. Yeah, that could be that. That could be a reason, brother. But let's get Raw here. That's right. So we are back from the commercial break. Monday Night Raw, back from the commercial. That's sweet. And next week, we're going to see Brock Lesnar is going to be here. For anybody who cares, the part-timer makes his return next week. And, yeah, of course, I guess he's going to beat up Cody Rhodes a little more next week. Jacob, good to see you. It's been a while, Jacob. Welcome. Hope you are doing well, brother. Andrew says it's just Raw, but SmackDown and now NXT, that's right. Judgment Day all over. Not just Raw, says Andrew. He says it's Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. So you like it, take it. You don't like it, don't take it. But that's all that we're going to get. It's true. It's damn true. Coming up next is Seth Rollins. So get ready for a party, because Seth Rollins is up next, guys. Again, loving the graphics for SummerSlam, the cars and everything. Love it, love it. Okay, who do you think will win? So, Jacob, I thought it was going to be Roman, and I still think it's going to be Roman. I feel like I'm with everybody when they say that Jimmy's gonna interfere and cost Jay the match. I kind of think so too. I've started to believe that. So I feel like Jimmy will indeed interfere and will cost Jay that match. I mean, they've added that drama in there, right? With this match not just being for the title, but also being for the title of the tribal chief. So it's a tribal court match. And that's why I feel like Jimmy could very well interfere and cost Jay that match. And he could say that, hey, Jay, I did it for your own sake. Because for our family, for our tribe, we need a leader like Roman Reigns. He could do that. He could have an explanation for that too. You never know. Or maybe Jacob Fatu shows up. Who knows? So let's see. And he says the flow of the show was stale. That's just my opinion. I agree with that, brother. It's not been super fluid. I agree. It's also, I will say this. The past few weeks, the past few months, we have seen Raw doing transitions. That we transition from backstage segments to, the wrestling, and we transition from one promo to the other, something like that. So there's been transitions in the past few months that I've seen on Raw, and I really admire those transitions. From doing the interviews backstage, then making your entrance, easing into the match. It's been super fluid that we've seen it. Transitions have been great on Raw, but tonight there has been no transition. We just abruptly enter a match, a promo, and that's all it's been. So I agree with that. Tonight's show has not been butter fluid. There have been no transitions, and it's lacking that factor. As somebody said earlier, perfectly, it's a case of lazy booking, it seems. Was that a hint? Says Bro Man coming. Oh my goodness, Seth Rollins here. Wait a second, it's party time. It is party time. Where's my party lights, guys? And here they are. Good stuff. Seth Rollins here. Where's my TV? Oh, goodness. Here we are. It is Seth Rollins. Come on. Of course, the TV had to botch when Seth Rollins came up. But that's right, bro, man. Maybe that was a hint. Maybe that was not a hint. We shall see. But it's time. Seth Rollins is on his way out, guys. It's time to party. It's time to celebrate because he is here. That's right. Gotta love it. Gotta burn it down. Seth Rollins, indeed, in the house right now. That's right, Ricky. Love it, brother. Love the hype. Love the hype here. Seth Rollins is here, and it's celebration time, indeed. Yeah. Gotta love it. No, Ricky, did not break any TV, brother. Did not break anything. We're here. Seth Rollins looking good. Is he wearing this? Oh. Those are definitely Becky Lynch glasses. I definitely have seen Becky Lynch wearing the same shades before. Absolutely. Of course, Jacob. Of course I remember you. I remember everybody. You all are like family, like brothers. Of course I remember you, Jacob. There hasn't been a decent backstage interviewer since, I agree. And this interviewer, of course, is new. She's trying, so let's give her some time. But I agree. There's no replacing Gene. Absolutely not. I like Byron, though. Byron is cool. I like Byron as a personality. He's a cool guy. But Enzo says Seth. That's right. Yep. Absolutely, Jacob. Yep. Enzo Gamer says, do you think they're going to have another match again? Yeah, definitely, brother. It's going to be one of the matches that's going to take place at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins and Balor. It's going to happen. It's official. And tonight, they're signing the contract for that very match. And Ricky says, crowd is hot. That's right. Do you think Bray Wyatt or Randy returning at SummerSlam? Honestly, the match card is so solid at SummerSlam. It's an incredible card that we have so far. We don't need any returns to happen. I mean, this could be just a pay-per-view with great matches. We don't need any returns. I don't think so. I don't think we need Randy. No offense. I don't think we need Bray. Absolutely not. I think we don't need any returns. It could happen. We could see somebody walk in, interfere, cost somebody a match. But we don't need it. We don't need, especially Bray Wyatt. Randy, I would be fine with that, but Bray Wyatt, absolutely not. All right, 1 second. Oh. And that's exactly what I believe Gary was talking about. The end of Judgment Day. Is it nearing? Is it almost here? That's what Seth Rollins says. He says SummerSlam will be the end of the Judgment Day. I miss Bobby the Brian Heenan. Brother Andy, I'm with you on that, my brother. Broman says Hurricane Helms, and that will be the most random thing ever to happen. Just like his SummerSlam Royal Rumble appearance, it will be so random. Everything Hurricane does is so random. Absolutely. The architect. Yep. Uh-oh, look at that. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work out, but we've got Rhea, we got Damian and Dominic coming in from all three sides of the building here. Seth Rollins knows what he's in for right now. Wow. Yeah. It's a trap indeed, brother. Insanity feels like a 7-year itch. He's talking about SummerSlam of 2016, 2017, 2016, right? 2016, where Finn Balor won against Seth Rollins. He won the Universal Championship, became the first world champion, only to have, be forced to relinquish it the next day, and not winning the title ever, even once after that. Finally, he has a shot at it, and that too against Seth Rollins, and that too at SummerSlam itself. Finn Balor here is not going to let go of this opportunity. And here we are, Damian Priest. This is the moment that we were talking about. This whole segment was supposed to be about Finn and Seth, and Damian Priest just finds a way to make it about himself as he comes in here with that briefcase. And of course, these guys have to come in here for no reason whatsoever. Sami Zayn out here with a steel chair now. What business does he have of being here? Why is Sami Zayn even here? Nobody knows, but he comes in, I guess, for the credits. Okay. Oh, I guess he's taking out the frustration on Dominic. The fact that he sidelined his partner, I don't know for how long, but Kevin Owens, of course, is not here tonight because of the punishment that the Judgment Day put him through earlier tonight. So, Sami Zayn not here for that. Yep. That's right. SummerSlam 2016, Ricky, you're right about that, brother. Sami paying for his sins. And I guess this is how we're going to be ending Monday Night Raw. So tonight's Raw, guys, was not Monday Night Raw. It was basically Monday Night Judgment. We started out with the Judgment Day. We basically ran the entire show with them, and now we're closing off the show with Judgment Day standing tall and Seth Rollins standing, of course, falling down at their feet. That's what's going to be happening. We're going to be closing the show with the Judgment Day standing tall, front and center of the frame, front and center of the ring. Gary gives it a 6 out of 10, not a good show at all. Ricky gives it a 5 out of 10. I've got to say, I'm just happy. I've just got this big old smile on my face right now. That's because of all of you, because of the brothers over here, because of the family. It was great to be back on YouTube tonight, and I've got to say, I'm with all of you. It's been not a great show. It's been all about the Judgment Day and nothing else but the Judgment Day. Overall, it's been a average show, or could I even say below average show, really. I'll give it a 4 out of 10, really. 4 out of 10 from me for this show. 10 out of 10 for the watch along. Thanks for that, Ricky. 2 out of 5 stars, says Tony. So we're basically on the same page here tonight. It's just been an average show. For a show 2 weeks shy of SummerSlam, not that great. Next week, let's see what's going to be happening. I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks. Brock Lesnar is going to be here. Logan Paul is going to be here, like it or not. So hopefully next week's show is going to be something more than just a Judgment Day. It's going to be something more interesting, something more fun. We shall wait and watch. That's right. Thank you, everybody, once again. Thank you, Broman. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Gary. Thanks, everybody. Andy, everyone. Tony, my brothers, Andrew, Natik, True, everybody, thank you so much. Ron DMG, Nicholas, I can go on and on. You know exactly who you are. Much love to everybody. The Enzo Gamer, True, all of you guys, David, Ricky, thank you everybody for the love, for the support. Thanks for being here as always. Much love to all of you. It was great to return to YouTube tonight. And yep, let's watch AEW Dynamite, of course, Wednesday night together. I think it's going to be fun time. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I hope everybody has a good night, sleep well, and yeah, it was an average Raw, but I hope you guys have a great night. Have a good night, guys. Sleep well. Andrew says, I will just say for you, AJ, Raw just sucked. Thank you for that, my brother Andrew. Thank you. Andrew is like AJ without filters. That's right. That should be your gimmick, brother. You're like me without the filters. I like it. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Andrew. No NXT, AJ, right? Tomorrow, no NXT, but this weekend, yes. NXT, this weekend. Yes. Thank you. And he says, it was really nice hanging out with you again, everyone. Thank you for that, my brother Andy. As always, it's always great talking to you, Andy. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well. You're awesome, Andy. Take care, and I will see you Wednesday. It's the go-home show Tuesday for NXT. That's right, Andrew. Yep. But tomorrow night, I've got some prior commitments tomorrow morning, so I'm not going to be here. But I hope you all enjoy NXT. I will be here for, of course, the pay-per-view that's going to take place this weekend. That's right. Peace out. Peace out, True. Have a good night, my brother. Sleep well. That's right. We're back here on Wednesday indeed, right here on YouTube. So this week we're here on YouTube, and let's see how the performance is, and we'll see, based on that performance, how we continue next week. So thank you, everybody, my brothers. Have a good night, sleep well, and I will see you Wednesday on Dynamite. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, sleep well, much love, and take care. You're awesome, Andrew. Thank you. Much love, guys. Have a good night. Take care.